Well, hello, everybody. How are we all doing? It's Tuesday? I had to think then. What day of the week is it? They're all the same at the moment for me. So I have to really think hard about it if I'm not already keeping an eye on it. How is our day treating this? I am cold. It's been super goddamn chilly in here. For the whole day. We're meant to be getting snow tomorrow, which I'm not prepared for. It's been about 15 degrees pretty solidly throughout the flat today. So I've had the heater on for a good many hours in the hopes of making it a little more toasty. And it's fitting, isn't it? Because we are playing Winter Burrow today, which is objectively freezing cold looking game. So we can look forward to that. So I today, as you might have noticed, I got my hair done. Not fishing for compliments, just pointing it out. Got my hair done. I'm so grateful because it was really getting on my nerves. Like I could feel it constantly clawing at the back of my neck and like tickling my face. And I was like, get rid of it. I don't want it. And it's so lovely, isn't it? Like they don't even really technically take all that much out when I get my hair done. It's just sort of like a tight, it's a spruce, it's a pruning more than anything, and a bit of layering. And then that's kind of it, but it makes so much difference when you're getting like overwhelmed by it. I don't know how many people in the community do struggle with like sensory overwhelm. But I actually get it a lot more than I thought I did. And my hair is like the biggest contributor a lot of the time. Like it's more often than not, it's my clothing. My clothing, especially now that I'm putting on weight, it's like it's super tight and I can feel it all the time. And I almost feel like I'm being suffocated. But my hair, when it's just like constantly touching me, I'm just like, get off. So it was very nice to go and get this done. And I really enjoy going to my hairdresser. Like I'm not a particularly social person, but I really enjoy talking to my hairdresser. She's just a super nice lady. Always has something to talk about, always has something going on in her life that she can talk to me about. So it was just really pleasant just being in a slightly different environment with a person I kind of enjoy hanging out with. So, and getting rid of my goddamn hair. So I'm actually feeling pretty good today. That said, I hurt my hip. Like I don't, I live on the tallest hill in the middle of nowhere. And like when you're not used to walking anymore, when you haven't been doing it actively for a while, walking down that hill and then back up it again is quite a struggle. There's a lot of points where you have to stop and like get your breath or cool down because it's hot work. But since I've been sat down, I can feel the dull ache in my hip from having done the trek, which I'm annoyed about because welcome in, Pete. Lovely to see you. Yeah, I'm annoyed about because for the first time in, I want to say 4 months, my foot didn't hurt while I was walking today. That was what I was dreading, was the walk into town. I'm putting pressure on it now. And something must have fixed itself in the last couple of days because it doesn't hurt. I'm going to jinx it. This is going to hurt it tomorrow. But I'm feeling it in my hip right now. So I'm trying to stay as still as possible. I've got my heated blanket on. You might have seen Haru at the start. She's also on the heated blanket in front of the radiator because I don't want her to suffer because she struggles the most in the cold. Like I get a little, crotchety when it gets cold, but Haru, physically suffers with her bladder issues. Like she always has bladder issues, but they get so much worse if she gets cold for too long. So all the heated stuff is turned on primarily for my cat and nothing else. I can cope in the cold. It saves me a bit of money, if anything, but we need to keep her warm. Although my heated blanket has turned itself off, I've just realised. So let's turn that back on. I was meant to get some more stuff ready for the new stream stuff today. Well, I don't know what it is. I just couldn't focus on anything today. I got up kind of late. Not the latest in the world, but I got up kind of late. And I sort of just like took my morning really slowly, and I didn't turn the computer on, not for like multiple reasons. Although I did, well, maybe that's what was eating up most of my time. I completely forgot. So for anyone who doesn't know, I've been in the Ko-fi Discord for a few months, primarily to like get tips and not not monetary tips, like, you know, advice on like running a business, and to see other people in similar kind of situations to me and see how they handle things, how they do things, and to get inspiration and ideas as well. But what I've done is I spent most of that time actually offering advice to people, and I was asked very kindly by the current moderators if I would like to join their team. So as of today, I got my sheriff's badge over on the Ko-fi Discord. So I've got some stuff to do, which is really nice. I've got some extra work, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason that I said yes is like because it will look good on a CV, but also because it will be some good experience to have, especially while I'm out of work, to do a bit of community management again, because I haven't done any since Streamers Connected, which has been a long time. And a long time, because that was in 2018, right? I think I left it at the beginning of 2019 or something, and I'd become lead moderator at that point, but it was so badly run and I didn't trust the people at the top, and it turned out my trust was, yeah, correct. However, you know, Streamers Connected is still around. No besmirchment on the brand, because they were the ones that very kindly sent us the key earlier this year to Ambrosia Island. So they're still doing work, but the work that I was interested in was not. It didn't look. It looked sus because it was NFTs and, you know, crypto and shit like that. So that's why I left. But congratulations, thank you, Hellscythe. It is nice to have somebody sort of like point at what I'm doing and be like, you're basically doing a moderator's job already, you just don't have the tools. And they're so well organized. There's loads of stuff in there that it's going to take me a little while to learn it all, but it is going to be fun. If you have a sheriff badge, do you get a sheriff gun as well? I bought my own. I really wish I had a gun prop just to pull out so I could do that, like stick it under the desk. Should we do that? Should I have that one day? Just have like this, one of those, you know, the under desk like gun clamps, so I could just pull out like a water pistol. I think that would be really fun, wouldn't it? That would be even better for the stuff I was like I was showing you yesterday, the assets I was looking for streaming, for trying to do a rebrand. Like if we're going to be doing like an underwater theme, having a water gun would be actually really funny. So I've been thinking about that, and obviously there's a lot more places in the Ko-fi Discord that I now have to actually integrate with as part of the role. So places that I previously had it hidden, I can now see them, which means I'm going to be interacting with a bunch of artists a bit more often, which means I might be able to find somebody who might be willing to make some assets for me straight out of the Ko-fi Discord, which would be really cool. Water guns next to computers sounds like a risky venture. Yeah, but come on. This is me. If it sounds stupid, it's so much better when I do it. Right? So, I don't know. We can think about it. I was even like, it's so funny how I can get super into something and like make it my whole shtick if I decide that I really like it. I was even looking up like little submarine toys or something that I could put in the background if I wanted to, you know, instead of the plush toys, or as well as the plush toys. I found a billion like octopi kind of plushies and stuff. I was like, oh, these are all really great. I actually kind of like this idea. I'm really getting into it. I did do a little bit today while I was reading some of the Ko-fi sort of documentation stuff. I'm obsessed with this website called Coolers. I don't know how many people here will be particularly familiar with it. Considering there's not much reason for you to need it unless you're interior decorating, branding something, or you're an artist. But I really like it because it comes up with swatches. If I quickly show you, I was thinking about updating the brand a little bit with some fucking music, with some slightly different colors. Because I miss having yellow. When I was sort of experimenting with stuff last year, when I was doing an almost underwater kind of theme by accident, I did have a blue and yellow, and I miss yellow because yellow is my favorite color. I don't know if I've mentioned that often on stream, but yellow is actually my favorite color. But you will next to never see me wear it. And there's not much of it in my house either because it can be quite an overpowering color. So I was trying to think of ways to integrate a nice couple of yellows into the already pink and blue that we have. And I was thinking about, because I prefer a deeper underwater kind of feel, I was thinking like the darker color, the more color block kind of colors with a couple of light ones for accents. I'll obviously still have a white in there as well because we need that for text primarily. But yeah, these are the colors that I was looking at. I've had them on my desktop for a couple of days. I'm pretty happy with them. I'm not so sure about this final pink, but there's not many more shades I can take out of it before it just starts becoming, white, so or cream instead. So I'm gonna work with these. I'm gonna see if I can make some background stuff just to test them out at some point. So yeah, that's kind of all I've done today though. Is primarily just looking at documentation and waiting for when do you have this thing? I know Barrels does because we've spoken about this before, and it seems to be a big joke in the sort of like neurodivergent community. Like if you have an appointment at 3 o'clock, you can't get anything done before that, because if you start doing something, you're going to forget the appointment and you're not going to pay attention to the time. So you literally can't do anything until the appointment is done. And that's kind of what I was doing today. I was just like, I'm going to take it easy, have breakfast, I'm going to read some documents, and I finished my paperwork for the universal credit stuff as well. I very sadly, I got a message yesterday from my support worker, who was the last one that I was waiting on to send me a supporting document. And sadly, she's had a bereavement in the family, so she's not going to be able to get that to me. And I was like, doesn't matter. I've got plenty of other documents. It's no big deal. It just would have been an extra help. So I shipped that off today. The due date was tomorrow. So it might just get there in time. And then fingers crossed in a couple of months they'll be getting back to me. And then reminder to everybody else, I'll probably post about this in the Discord tomorrow because I'm so excited. I have my ADHD assessment tomorrow. So I'm going to be talking to professionals for 2 hours about my childhood and how much of a fuck up I am when it comes to clocks and timers. Welcome in, Iffy. Lovely to see you again. How are you doing? Yay, assessments. I'm so excited to finally be there, like when the waiting time in my local area is over 6 years, but because I went to Right to Choose, I luckily got in the door at a clinic that's not far from where I live. I was one of the last people that got in before their wait times went way up as well. It went down from 6 months to a year, which is still an improvement over 6 years. But when it was originally, it was like, you'll find out in 6 months. And like, I'm almost there. I'm going to find out. They said that I should get a call back after 3 weeks. So I'm going to know before Christmas. I'm going to have potentially have a diagnosis before Christmas. Let's be real. You've all been hanging it. Like I should have got all of you to write supporting document. Be like, How often does Lena struggle to manage appointment times and be available and ready when she states that she's going to? Every day. It's every day. I don't think I've ever been on time for a stream by, like, on purpose. It's always been an accident. I came in right at the inability to do anything before a scheduled appointment, and I feel oddly seen. It just seems like this worldwide thing that everybody with ADHD has. It's just like, come on, I'm gonna sit here twiddling my fingers, because I know if I look at YouTube, or I don't use TikTok, but I'll use TikTok as an example, or if I look at TikTok, or if I play a video game, it's gonna be 3 o'clock before I've realized, and 3 o'clock is when I needed to be there, so I can't do it. Our community jokes Lena runs on Lena time. Exactly! Lizzie gets it. We have a whole, like, so the app that I downloaded, that's meant to be helping me build the new schedule that we're going to be doing soon, because I've decided we're going to be doing it before Christmas, because why wait? Why wait for New Year, New Me when I can do it now? Hopefully that's gonna help me figure out what Lena time actually is, and then we can set up counters based on it, because I'll be able to, because you can track everything in it, like app usage and stuff like that, and I want to be able to press a timer and be like, right, tell me in 3 weeks how often on average I get it done within this time, and then it will be able to tell me after like 3 weeks. It'll be like, you do this about 20% of the time. I recommend you set this amount of time for that task specifically, and it's going to be so helpful. I'm so excited to be using it. On my life be in it, she's never been on time for a stream. Absolutely. As an ADHD person, she ADHD as fuck, Your Honor. Yeah, I know, but it'll be nice to have like a piece of paper that says it, and says like, this is why she's been in trouble at every single job for tardiness, you know? It would be really, like, I don't know. It'll be like a relief, because I'll be able to, when I eventually start looking for work, if I start looking for work, because we don't know how we're going to be handling it. It could be something that maybe I'm just not, I'm not able to do a normal 9 to 5 anymore, anything like that. And it'd be nice to be able to go to a potential employer in the future and be like, you have to work on my time. I promise that when I do work, you will get like 98% accuracy basically all the time. And you'll get it'll be done efficiently and on time. That's the crazy thing. Like, once I get going on a thing, it's gonna get done. But you need to work on my hours, which is apparently from about 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then nothing outside those barriers. Just never gonna get anything done outside those barriers. Define on time. Yeah. It'll be done before the end of the work day, probably. If you tell me it has to be, maybe. I just came in. I'm assuming we are discussing supporting evidence. Mum always writes one explaining how I got burnt as a toddler and don't cook as a result. I did use the one that my mum wrote originally for my PIP documentation, which was basically getting Lena ready for anything was always really difficult. I had to give her a planned schedule a week beforehand with an itinerary. If anything changed, she would have what we now know were meltdowns, but they were characterized as tantrums when I was really little. And trying to get Alina up for school was always the worst thing in the world. She just never could manage. She used to skip meals because that was easier. Just all these stuff where it was like just trying to time manage by cutting back on everything else. It's just physically impossible. Can't be done. I can't do it. It's good to actually know for sure and piece together a bit of understanding. It helps to make steps towards managing it. I mean, I already am doing that. Like, since I found out I was autistic, a lot of that sort of came in line with it as well. But it will be a lot more. I think it will be eye-opening for me to go, right, Finally, we have an answer. It's not just, you're fucking weird. Because I am, but it's also this. So I am excited. It's going to be a bit nerve-wracking. It's not until 1:30. So once again, tomorrow, I'm going to get up tomorrow and then I'm going to be like, cool, I can't do anything because the appointment's at 1:30. And if I start something, I'll be late. Which, if anything, will work in my favor. But I want to make sure I do everything right. So what were we meant to be talking about? Yeah, I was just updating on how things are going. And as for the plans for the future, for changing my fucking... my drink canister just spat everywhere at me. That was gross. Thankfully, it's only tea. Maybe I overfilled it, which is quite likely. The changes are going to happen. I do plan to get them started before Christmas. I will be putting up in the Discord as a reminder for anyone who's not in the Discord and you would like to hang out with us over there. That's the place to do it. In the Discord, I will probably put up like a thing in the community board about a fitness health club, how accountability club even, to see if there is anyone that wants to join, potentially MyFitnessPal and maybe a Strava, because we were discussing that when we were talking about the fitness stuff. I'm gonna look into it and try and sort of set something up to, you know, for people to be able to go, yeah, I would like someone to help keep me accountable, actually. And whether that be for people who want to go for a run, whether that be for weightlifting, whether that be for people who are struggling to maintain weight, or people who want to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of other health things, just to get somebody to, you know, in my case, for example, to just leave the house, just once a week, you know, just go outside, touch grass, literally touch grass, or anything like that, because I think that would be a really cool thing for us all to be able to do together if you want to be part of the club. I don't know what we'll call it, though. We can't call it like the swimming club or anything, because that will confuse people. I have a school report from year 2 where the teacher complains that I want the teachers' help with changing for PE when other kids don't. So that's dyspraxia, right? Or is that dyspraxia? I always get that one mixed up. I know that, no, that's the numbers one, isn't it? That's the one that I think I have. Because dyslexia is writing, dyspraxia is numbers, and then there's... No. Dyspraxia is the coordination one. Dyscalculia is the one that I'm thinking of for numbers, and that's the one I definitely have that I still haven't had diagnosed. I'll be working on that next. That'll be my next one. Yeah, it turns out it's because I was undiagnosed dyspraxic. See, I just needed to finish reading the sentence. And buttons and laces were my enemy. I could not tie my shoes, and I still struggle with it. Until I was about 12, I want to say. I just used to... I figured out another way to tie them, but it wasn't the way I was taught. So it was still getting done, but it's not the way anyone else is doing their laces. And I still think I do it weird, but fuck you, it works. So I don't care. So I struggled with that, but like I could... what was a dumb thing that I used to be able to do when I was really small? I used to be able to... I couldn't tie my shoelaces, but I was able to recount the whole... like any Disney movie, like all the lines in any Disney movie, I could act out with certainty and with the accents, which is why I still do that today. So I don't know, take that as you will. We all have our different skills. We don't all have to be able to tie our shoelaces before we're 7 years old, right? I'm gonna test this tea out. This is one of those like heat retaining mugs, and I feel like I'm upset because it's gonna be too hot and I want to drink it now, but I poured boiling water in here, so it's going to be boiling for like the next 5 hours. Yeah, that's way too... It also tastes like soap. That's not fair. I want my tea, so I'm gonna have to probably pour some away and put some cold water in there. Low-key shoelaces are dumb anyway. I agree. What, we already know how Velcro works. Why isn't it just Velcro? Fuck you. Superior lacing systems are buckles. Do you remember buckles for shoelaces? I miss that shit. They you know, the ones that they put on like rollerblades. Give me that. That's what I want. I don't want to have to bend down and tie up my shoelaces. And other such fucking complaints from neurodivergent people. Why isn't this easier? I hate you. Why do we do it this way just because that's the way we've done it for years? Dumb. Bring back buckles. Bring back toggle loops for coats as well. I was talking about that the other day. I missed my ex-boyfriend's coat that had wooden toggles on it. Right then. Do we have anything to chat about? Is there anything people want to discuss before we get started on video games? We are going back to Winter Burrow today. Discovering the wonder of using a shoehorn. Man, I should get one of those. I haven't had to tie my shoelaces since the day I bought them. I need to get a shoehorn. As a person that has also just found out that they've had undiagnosed hypermobility probably for the entirety of their life, because that's how that works. And struggles to lift my leg. It's dumb because I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Camera comes in quite close. But I can, like... I don't think I even have the setting. Hang on, let me bring the camera settings up. We do full body? Right. No. I want to see if it will be able to see this. And I can't actually do it as well as I used to. But I can, like... No, it's not going to work. Okay, maybe I can't do it. Maybe I have, like, maybe I need to do more exercise again. But I used to be able to bring my foot up to basically my shoulder if I went behind. I used to be able to do that. But I can't lift my leg up to meet me. To do my shoelaces. It's such a pain in the ass. Such a pain in the ass. I hate it. Right, let's get the camera zoomed back in. Did you see the latest from the Subnautica 2 lawsuit? I did not. The Krafton CEO allegedly asked ChatGPT to help him find a way out of paying Subnautica 2 devs their bonus because he wanted to avoid the professional embarrassment. No fucking way! That's incredible. I need to see that. Hang on. Subnautica 2. See, this is the only reason I'm keeping an eye on it anymore, is because, like, I'm a weirdo, as everyone is aware, and I like reading legal documents because I have a base understanding of them. Because I wanted to be a lawyer when I was younger. Oh, what's the most recent one? Do you have an article for that? Because I want to read it. But that's nuts. A Michael Scott moment. Thank you. PC Gamer. Oh, good people. All right, let me put the chat to the side there. Krafton CEO allegedly asked ChatGPT. Let's be real. It's not alleged, is it? They wouldn't say this unless they found his chat logs. A pre-trial brief filed by lawyers representing the ousted former heads of Subnautica 2 studio Unknown Worlds alleges that Krafton CEO Chang'an Kin, I hope I'm saying this name right, I'm so sorry, Chang'an Kin or Changham, because, like, in English, we don't pronounce the H in ham. It's am, you know. So, Chang'an Kim was desperate to avoid paying them the bonuses required by their acquisition contract because of the professional embarrassment that would result from the perception that he overpaid for the studio. Why would you think that, though? Why would you think... Why would you be worried about people saying that you overpaid for it? It's a successful game. Millions of people want to play its sequel because we all love the first one so much. The only reason I'm probably not going to touch it now is because it's got Krafton's fingers all over it. The filing claims Kim went so far as to consult with AI instead of going to, I don't know, a lawyer. A way of out of paying, but even ChatGPT told him he was probably stuck. So even ChatGPT was like, bro, just fucking pay it. The legal dispute between Krafton and Subnautica designer and director Charlie Cleveland, CEO Ted Gill, and studio co-founder Max McGuire has been dragging on since July, when all three very suddenly left their positions. So this is catching you up on what the story actually is. While the departures were initially presented as amicable, not true, it quickly became clear that it was anything but. Legal action was filed by both sides, and it's gotten very messy. Krafton initially said that the three were fired because of the state of Subnautica 2, even though it was probably in perfectly fit state to be released, and their insistence on releasing it before it was ready. But in September, it seemed to drop that claim in favor of focusing on allegations the founders had deceived Krafton. And I'm not saying that didn't happen, but Krafton's just as bad, including that they'd downloaded confidential information relating to Subnautica 2, which seems like it might actually be true, which only came to light after they'd been dismissed. Today's pre-trial brief, available in full via Game Developer, I'm going to read that later, that's going to be so fun, seems aimed at rebutting those claims, alleging that Krafton was fully aware of what was happening at the studio, and in some cases had even expressed support for it. Regarding Krafton's complaint, I'll get to that in a moment, that Cleveland had effectively abandoned Subnautica 2 to focus on making a movie, for instance. The filing claims...
3017 sent along this message with their 101 months resub, onwards to 200 months.
Onwards to 200. That's it. That's right. I now can't get rid of the subscribe button like I was thinking. I'm not allowed because I'll feel bad about the 3 people that are at 100 losing their 100 streak. Thank you so much, Furby. I appreciate you. I imagine you're in a hotel at the moment. For anyone who doesn't know, Furby is on their way to Japan for their birthday. So happy birthday in advance. I hope it is a wonderful flight out tomorrow. It's tomorrow, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Welcome in, Grazer, as well. Lovely to see you. We're just going over the Krafton versus Subnautica devs thing. It has a new update to do with ChatGPT. Yeah, tomorrow morning. Oh my god. So I'm so jealous, but I know that we're gonna be able to like look at your photos until 4 o'clock in the morning one evening, like we did like what was that, like a month ago now. We looked through your last ones while you got ready for the first for the next one. So I look forward to your photos from Japan. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be really enjoyable, and it's the only way that I'm ever gonna go to Japan. So a photo evening, exactly. We could do, Furby could do a show and tell for us all. That'll be fun, won't it? Right, the filing claims as the former Unknown Worlds heads have maintained all along that despite Krafton's insistence to the contrary, the Unknown Worlds heads were fired simply so Krafton wouldn't have to pay the sizable earnout required by the studio's acquisition contract. It's so stupid, isn't it? Like, corporate greed, like, is a dumb thing anyway, but to think that the reason they wanted out of the corporate greed side of things was so that they wouldn't get laughed at by their peers for paying a lot of money for a good product. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just pay it. Because now, surely he's got the professional embarrassment that this is getting pushed out online, right? We can all see this publicly that they tried to talk to ChatGPT to be like, how do I get out of this? Can I avoid this? Is this a thing I can get out of? Like, we wouldn't have known any of this if you just paid them. Right? It's so stupid. You're doing a sherry trifle? Well, I've bought a trifle and about to drown it in sherry. I support this notion. I don't drink alcohol, but I support this notion. I also don't drink. I don't eat trifle either because I fucking hate jelly. I can't stand. Just the idea of touching jelly makes me want to throw up. But I know loads of people like it in the run up to Christmas. I already know that some people in the community have started their Christmas stuff. We might even start, like, you might even get some stuff from me. Maybe we'll start chucking on some Christmas movies, even though it's like, you know, over a month away. It reminds me of that Guardian article. I knew one day I'd have to watch rich people destroy the world. I just didn't expect them to be such losers. That is such an amazing quote because it's so true, isn't it? Like, you see like all these articles about like billionaires constantly like saying dumb shit all the time or trying to get out of paying something or, you know, evading taxes or being a generally awful person online. And you're just like, why are they so stupid? Why is it that all these people that have so much money are the dumbest people on the planet? I don't understand. Because, like, you know, people... I love doing this, especially, you know, in the billionaire excuses community, where they're all like, well, Elon's one of us because he's autistic and smart, so he's actually really one of the cool ones, and we should absolutely listen to what he says. Have you seen the stuff that he talks about? Are you sure about that? And they're like, well, he must be smart because he has so much money. I'm like, no, he got a payout as a child from his family. And then admittedly invested it in companies that he then paid and bought out with that money that then went on to make money because it was already a good product. He's not smart. He didn't invent any of these things. He bought them. And I fucking hate that people think that he's some like crazy genius inventor. I'm like, dude hasn't made anything his entire life apart from children that hate him. You know? That's the only thing that man's actually physically created. Everything else he bought. And it's the same thing. You can argue the same with Microsoft as a whole. They're not smart. They buy things. And the only thing that's smart about that is it's well invested money, right? But that doesn't make them smart people because they still make billion-dollar mistakes such as, I don't know, chucking money into the AI bin. You know, the furnace. You just chuck some more in there. Someone will buy it eventually. It uses the same... This is going to be me... I know we're meant to be playing a nice, peaceful indie game, but allow me to get on my high horse for a moment. Just for a singular moment. It follows the same track that, like, watching the NFT thing is... It's all designed to fool people that don't know what they're looking at into thinking that something is of value. So, billionaires, what they'll do is I'm spitting fire. Billionaires, what they do is they invest a ton of money into a thing with another person who also has a lot of money, who is investing that same money that they're getting back from this first company. They're actually just moving that money into another company that's doing exactly the same thing, and it's actually just going in one big fucking circle. And the reason they do this is so that you can make the product that you're trying to get normal people to buy feel like it is worth money, because they'll see like money changing hands. They'll be like, oh, well, Microsoft made this amount of money from this, and then OpenAI has made it from that, and this Chinese company, because I don't know who owns any of them because I don't care, Chinese company is doing the same thing, and then Nvidia is moving a little bit of that money into like 5 different places doing exactly the same thing but at a lower value. And it makes people like me from the outside, you know, the common person go, oh shit, there's money in this. So if I get into it, if I get into NFTs now, if I get into crypto now, and I convince somebody else that my thing that I have spent money on is worth the money that I spent on, you got a sale. You get a sale. That's what NFTs literally were. That's what crypto is, although crypto admittedly does seem to be like a genuine money-making scheme. And so is NFTs if you know what you're doing. But it's just to, you keep selling it between, it's like, how can I put this in like, I guess drug dealers is another way to look at it. Drug dealers sell to other drug dealers a lot of the time, and it's so that you can make it look like your product is worth buying, because people will see you buying the thing. They'll be all like, oh, I want some of that too. It is a pyramid scheme, but I guess the way I'm putting it is it's more circular. It just goes in a circle until some chud with a little bit of money comes along and buys it. And it's like, see, I sold it. It's real. People want to buy this thing. And that's what fucking AI is at the moment. And that's what NFTs were. It's what crypto was. I'm sure there's some other Ponzi scheme I can't think of that is similar, and it fucking does my head in that people fall for it all the time. Like, I'm real happy for my friends that did manage to get on in on the NFT game, knowing that it was a scam and how they could make money from it. Good, well done you, because you've been able to pay your mortgage and your kids' college is all done, and you don't have to worry for the rest of your life. But for anyone who genuinely believed in the system, you're a fucking moron. You need to go to college again. You're just gullible. All right, what have we got? Hellscypher always bringing in the good things. Maybe AI is a creative solution if you aren't a creative person. Dispatch dev. Oh no. Oh, why'd you have to ruin it? No. Maybe AI is a creative solution if you aren't a creative person. Oh, no, wait. No, that's good. That's good. He's bashing it. All right. I didn't quite get it. They're against it. Okay. I hadn't caught up yet. We can still play Dispatch on this channel. We don't have to, we don't have to cancel Dispatch on the channel, because I am going to play it on here someday. Just as a heads up, like, we will play this on the channel at some point. I've just been waiting for all of the episodes to come out to see, you know what people think, and so that they can get their own playthroughs done, so I'm not spoiling things for people. Dispatch developer, we're meant to be doing gaming talk on Friday, by the way. So we'll probably talk about this then as well. Dispatch developer Ad Hoc has no interest in using AI to replace voice actors or game development. Good! AI is still a hot topic within the gaming community. It sure is. With many developers using the technology in their own releases. Fuck yourself, art creators, you pieces of shit. I'm never playing that. I was so excited for that game. I thought that game looked hella good. And from all accounts, it seems like it's a hella good game. But I'm sorry, I'm not playing your shit because you decided you only wanted to pay voice actors once. Fuck you. However, Ad Hoc has no intention to use AI for its own games, especially not when it comes to voice acting. Ad Hoc's creative director Nick Herman and executive producer Michael Chung, I hope I said that right, recently sat down with Eurogamer's sister site GamesIndustry.biz. You should check out GamesIndustry.biz, by the way, because they make some really great articles about really nitty-gritty stuff, and like, it goes unnoticed a lot of the time. It's such a sad thing. To tackle things, Dispatch Studios episodic superhero workplace comedy. That's a really good way of actually, that is what it is, isn't it? Episodic superhero workplace comedy. Fucking perfect. I'm going to remember that when we start streaming it. Has been a hit since its release earlier this year, with many, myself included, praising Dispatch's voicing cast. It should fucking hope so. The amount of decent voice actors in this fucking game, Jesus Christ. The cast includes Aaron Paul, which a lot of people didn't realize. The main character is Aaron Paul. And I was like, I thought that was the reason people knew this game existed, but apparently not. From Breaking Bad, never watched it. As well as The Last of Us and James Bond actor Jeffrey Wright, fucking killer and fucking choice there, as retired superhero Chase. So where does AI come into it? Well, speaking on Wright's performance as Chase earlier this month, Herman said no AI is going to do what he did. Absolutely the truth. 100% the truth. You can hear it from a mile off. I know it's going to get better over time. And I know that I've been talking about training my own one, but it's to use in channel on my own with my own data that I created with my voice. You know, the ownership stays in house, right? I'm not stealing someone else's shit to do it. It makes me so mad. He brought something to that character that we weren't expecting, Herman continued. I mean, his performance and Aaron's performance and our whole cast are bringing performances and elevating the material in a way that you're just not going to get with AI. You're not going to be surprised because it's built on something you've heard before if you go the AI route. Do you know what? This is the thing that I completely agree with when it comes to the whole voice acting AI stuff. Is you have a specific vision of something when you're creating something. Until you give it to somebody else, it can never be anything else. It can only be the thing that you envision, and that might not be as good. Like, yes, you might have a wonderful vision for something, but if you think something is meant to sound a specific way and then someone else delivers it in a different way, I get this a lot because I misread tone a lot in video games, but we play a lot of video games that are about story. They're usually story driven, and some of them do have dialogue choices, and I read them because a lot of our games are dialogue, text dialogue only. I read them in a completely different tone to how many other people read them. And so I will think it means a certain thing because I'm trying to read between the lines of something. But it's actually not that way at all. It happened a ton of times when we did Detroit Become Human. And I know there was another choice making game that we had that had exactly the same thing where I read it a certain way, and it was when the actor performed it, it was completely different. I'm pretty sure it was probably going way back, like maybe a Walking Dead or something, or no, potentially Life is Strange. It would have happened in as well, and it's because of bringing that performer into something and realizing that maybe how you wrote something isn't quite the fitting tone for something. Like, maybe it's just too long a sentence and doesn't make sense for the character. Maybe it's delivered in an aggressive manner when you actually meant it in a soft way. Having an actor come in and perform it the way that they see a scene brings so much more life to it. They had this even with what was the game earlier this year? The Alters, and I know they got slammed for using AI for their placeholder text in there, so there is like some problems with that studio potentially as well. But when it came to voice acting, they specifically they had one actor playing all of the Jans, and there's a lot of them. There's like 20 of them, and every single one of them is completely different, even though it is that actor's voice. There's like, some of them will have a slightly different twang because they grew up in a different area or whatever, that kind of thing. I'm not going to spoil the Alters for you, but primarily you're making carbon copy clones based off of potential futures that didn't happen to you, is essentially what that is, that whole game. And they had one actor playing all of these 12 to 20 different versions of himself. And you wouldn't get that from AI. It wouldn't know how to pass a difference like that. It wouldn't know how to give definition, gravitas. I don't know how to... Gravitas isn't the right word because it's not quite there, but it wouldn't have the same feeling. Even if you could teach it to do it in almost exactly the same way, it would sound false. And that's why I'm like, yes, image AI is like a horrible thing and it's ruining the internet. And I don't want to see it in video games, and I won't be supporting anything knowingly that has it in there. But voice AI is the one that really gets my goat. And I think it is because, I'm not a voice actor, but you will clearly know that I like to do voice acting. It is important to me. I think that delivering lines as a person can bring life to something that didn't previously have it. And if you're doing it with AI, that life just isn't there because there's no nuance to any of it. It just it makes me mad. It makes me so angry when people just skip it. Like, I can't even excuse it as placeholders when you're like a small dev. Like, because small devs have been making games for years without voice acting. And that's fine. And then ones that did do voice acting, you get your mates. You must have some. You're on the internet. If you don't have mates, go somewhere to get, like, just ask somebody if they don't mind doing a project for free for, like, you know, as like what's the word? Artists use it. They call it art trade, don't they? Like when you're like giving each other art pieces as a way to like spread the word about each other's work. You could do the same thing. You could just start a jam, you know, get someone else that's interested to come and do it with you. Do it yourself. Have fun. It just feels like such a waste of talent to me. Maelstrom had an issue with that when he did L.A. Noire with his mum, but that was more that Cole had split personality. It's like, yeah, Cole is a different person depending on how you play him, but also depending on like each question being completely different. Because I know that he goes, because it's a lot older as well. Older games were a lot more like this, where you can have like a really soft answer, but then you have a super aggressive version of that you haven't seen up to that point in the game. So it is a little weird. If massive Nintendo games like Animal Crossing can be text heavy as fuck and it's fine with no VA, your game will be fine with just text. I completely agree. It's absolutely okay to just do that. And if you feel like your game needs to have voice acting, I know it's quite common in like horror video games because that offers that sort of that human element to it. Just do it yourself. Get a friend. Like, even if they're bad voice actors, that's still better. It's still better to have an endearingly bad voice acted video game. Disaster, I can't find the sherry. Did you finish it off last time you did this thing? Is that potentially what caused it? So, reading on. Let's skip ahead so that I don't like get in the weeds again. Whatever we're building, it has to connect. Chung added. It's got to be made by people. It's got to connect to people. We're looking at AI. We're monitoring the stuff that AI is doing, like everybody else. But it seems to be having a lot of trouble trying to get a good enough spot. And good enough for us is the enemy. Also, we're not getting up every morning and talking to ourselves like, hey, what if we did this with less people? What's the lowest number of people we can use to make this thing? This is not anything that we're too concerned with. This is like not anything that we're too concerned with. Yeah, I don't understand this notion either. Like, don't get me wrong, I fall for it when like people are like, this game was made by one person and they're 5 friends. You know, I fall for it all the time. But it is so puzzling to me that all these, like, you know, Krafton being a big one, being like, we're going to be the first AI company that's run almost entirely by AI. I'm like, to what end? Do you want to do this with less? Why? Because you're probably not going to make more from it. You'll just save a bit of money up front, but later on, you're not going to have a product. You're not going to be able to sell anyone anything. Expedition 33 is made by 30 people and 400 other people. Exactly. I know throwing people at a problem doesn't necessarily fix all issues, but I don't see a value with doing it something with less when you don't have to. If you can employ somebody to do it, do it. It was like, you know, I was talking to someone in the Ko-fi Discord earlier about it, saying that I would quite like my streams to be cut up into like a 30-minute, you know, best of kind of thing that I could put on YouTube. The thing is I have neither the patience or the time to do something like that, because I could learn the skills. You know, I'm a fast learner. I can get good at something when I put my mind to it, but I'd rather just pay someone else to do something like that, right? But the reason I don't do that is because I don't have money. To pay someone to do that kind of heft, because that's 20 to 30 hours of footage that someone has to go through, right, to edit something like that. It would basically be their job. It would be a job that they would have to dedicate a solid day to at the very least, if not more. And I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to ask somebody to do that out of the kindness of their heart. That I would want to pay someone to do it. And they're like, well, there are people that want to get, valuable experience doing that. And I'm like, good. Why can't I pay them to do that? Why are we trying to take skills without paying? It doesn't make sense to me. Like the whole reason they bring people up through school is to teach them skills so that they can learn a trade that they can give of value to the cog machine of the world, right? It's to make you productive. That's the whole point of the education system. And yet we're still getting to the point where people are like, will you do this for me for free though? No. Fucking pay them. Stop using AI as a crutch for your mediocreness. Like, because that's another thing, is I could use AI to do the same job. I could get an AI to go through my footage and try and find the best bits. It wouldn't know what to do to start with. It would get smarter over time, but ultimately it wouldn't be able to figure things out. It wouldn't be it wouldn't understand comedic timing. It wouldn't understand the vibe of the community. It wouldn't understand the in-jokes. I would have to... It's no good. Pay people to do jobs. It's that simple. I'm gonna leave it at that though, because otherwise we're not gonna play any games today. Pay people for their skills, god damn it. And if you can't afford to pay people for their skills, learn the skills and get other people to pay you for them, so that you're able to sell that skill on potentially. I think that's what you should be doing. Anyway, let's bring the chat over here. Good news, everyone. I found the sherry. I'm a happy boy. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Right. I'm going to turn on my Xbox. So let's get started on Winterborough. Thank you for bringing those to my eyes, though. We can definitely have a longer discussion about it on Friday, because Friday is video game news chat. So try and if you want to join in on Friday, grab your favorite headlines from the week, and we can have a deeper discussion about them. We can potentially go over the ones that we just did, because they're very fascinating, and we can have a longer discussion about those things. But right now we're going to play Winterborough. So as a reminder, thank you to Fast Friends for sending me a key for Winterborough. I've really enjoyed it so far. I'm still enjoying it. It's been such a delight to play. But obviously, my opinions and feelings about the games are potentially influenced by the fact that I got the key for free. So please take all of my words as a pinch of salt, depending on whether you trust me or know what my typical video game interests are. I would be interested to see how much cheaper AI ends up being when the costs are no longer being subsidized by massive companies. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Like, all of these big companies circle jerking each other and being like, right, if I give you a bunch of money and I give you a bunch of money, and then that person gives the money to another person so that they can invest in it and stuff like that. It's just the constant, never-ending snake eating its own tail. But the government has already denied a couple of them, haven't they? Because was it OpenAI that was asking for like a few billion, essentially, like kickback to try and keep them funded because their expenses are too high and no one's buying, and they basically said no, fuck off. And I'm so happy about it, because you got to see Sam Altman looking very sad and stressed, and there's nothing that brings me more joy in the world than watching a billionaire get more depressed. I'm just like, you bought this on yourself, you miserable cunt. I was actually talking to Barrels about this earlier today, where I'm pretty convinced that maybe Gabe Newell is the only like happy billionaire. Like, yes, is he going out to buy super yachts? Absolutely. Does he have an underwater like a deep sea submarine? Yes, he does. However, that dude looks like he's having fun. I don't know another single billionaire out there that looks happy. You know, I just get the feeling that maybe he was into those things before he became a billionaire and now he just gets to enjoy it. And there's something like kind of weirdly gratifying about that. Just like, yeah, you're all right, maybe. I'm sure there's other, you know, potentially problematic things about the whole Steam, like, what's the word? Like, I can't even think of the word. Just like the entirety of Steam, probably there is it probably has. He can afford therapy, exactly. Yeah, but they can all afford therapy, and they're all choosing to be dirtbags instead of going to therapy, and that's what's wild to me. I'm like, I feel like money would solve 99% of my issues, and the other would be solved by therapy, which is solved by money, right? So I don't understand, like, why they're always so fucking miserable and unhappy with their pile of gold. Like, if I had that pile of gold, I'd be so pleased that I never have to worry again. And yet they're all still worried about losing their pile of gold. Fucking miserable. Absolutely miserable. Couldn't live that way. Right then, let's head over to Winterborough. That's my desktop. You can... Oh, is the game not... Oh, game audio. Why aren't you on? Is it because I've got the desktop on? It is, okay. Shout out to Tom. Who's Tom? Which is the other billionaire? Which Tom? Right then. Oh, from MySpace. Is he another happy billionaire? I wouldn't know. Surprised bird alert? I don't know what that is either. You're all losing me now. I don't know what we're talking about now. I'm too old for this shit. I'm not cool enough to know who MySpace Tom is. You've got mail? What do you mean I've got mail? Did you see that pop up at the top of the screen? What was that about? What did that say? Do I have mail? Do I have a letterbox? Oh my god, I have a letterbox. Oh, the desktop image? Yeah, look at my good boy. Isn't he great? Isn't he lovely? I love him. I was very surprised when my desktop changed. AOL just installed itself. Alright, let's head outside. Let's see what's in my mail. Linen pants. Why? Are they the ones that I left on the bedroom floor? Is that a lost and found? It is. I dumped them on the floor. Look. I left them here because I felt like that was more accurate to my way of living. You know, it's... I leave my clothes on the floor because they're not ready to go in the wash. I might want to wear them for one other day and we'll deal with it later. I can't stop thinking about my friend Willow. I wonder where they are now. I wonder indeed. Oh, my nose is getting stuffy again. This is so unfair. Right, so our quest at the moment to get people caught up. Last week we made friends with Nortusk the squirrel and with Morse the hedgehog. Moss gave us this lovely stew recipe for us to make for our auntie, a mushroom stew, and we're only missing 2 mushrooms, which I think are the ones that we were given for the garden down here. So I have planted them. They need watering, so why don't we do that? We might get lucky and find some out in the wild, so we are going to go have a look. There's even some over there in the garden down in the bottom corner there. But we can't get to those yet because we need a bunch of granite. I don't have any. Well, I have some, but I don't have enough. So that is the next port of call, is to get hold of that mushroom so we can make the stew for Auntie so that she'll feel better because she's got a bit of a cold. The only other thing that we really had on the agenda is we unlocked a bunch of pine decorations so we could refit the flat, so we could go and look for some more pine so that we can make stuff like that and decorate the house a little more. get an upgraded bed so we're not lying on a leaf. That might be nice. Sorry to not move on, but you mentioned rich people having fun, and it reminded me of Daniel Stern, Marv from Home Alone, and how he spends his days now. That's a TikTok link. I can't open that. Hang on. Let me go take a quick gander. Should we take a look at this? Open that up. Get it on the big screen. Wait. Stop. TikTok never works on desktop. It's awful.
And pretty much completed the sculpture. I've
Nope.
completed the dress. I've completed the dress and pretty much completed the sculpture. So here's the texture finished.
Yo! Is this how he spends his money? Wow. See? This is a happy rich person. We need more of these guys. Hell yeah.
I love that pose.
It's so
Thanks
good.
for watching.
Yeah. Oh my god, I might get TikTok just to follow that. I love that. Like the last second he's like, yeah, and also look at my feet. Good for you. That's so lovely. I really enjoy that. Free feet at the end. We all know what we're looking for in the world. That's delightful. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. That's another thing. Oh, man, Elgato is not going to connect now, is it? There we go. That was another thing that I was going to try and talk to y'all about how we can conduct non-gaming days on the stream, or non-gaming afternoons. As I was thinking, like maybe once, like we do community nights 1 month and we do show and tell, and you can collect shit like that. Elgato went El Fucko. It always does. Like anytime I have to switch back to desktop, it's like I'm turning off for like 5 seconds. It's so annoying. But I was thinking about bringing a show and tell thing, which is really funny because when we when I was looking up like all these different tracking apps to see if I could, you know, teach myself how to be good at scheduling, and I logged into, what was it called? What was the one? Trello? I found I had an old login, and one of the things on there was show and tell, like community show and tell, which is a borrowed idea. I remember exactly where I got it from a streaming channel called Jared Bear. Fucking amazing streamer, by the way. Totally recommend going and check his stuff out. I haven't watched him in years, but back then I was really into his stuff, and he had this really cool thing where like his community at the beginning of every stream for like the first like 2 hours would be able to just share like the videos that they were watching on YouTube and stuff like that. Jared, how was it spelled? I think the first spelling, but I could be wrong. It could have even been, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check if he's, I know his channel is still around. I know he still streams. He got big very quickly. I want to say B-A-I-R. That's... Is that it? Oh, he's changed. Jared R. Bear. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Dude doesn't look like he's changed at all. Like that. Just slowly freezing while you look this up. Exactly. This is just what happens when we play this game. Yeah, he was a really good streamer. Still is a good streamer, as far as I'm aware. And he used to do this big thing where his community could like basically just show off a bunch of stuff that they'd saved during the week, and he would come in, like, watch it. It would be just like a show and tell of videos and photos and memes that people had made for the channel and stuff like that. And I was like, what a great idea. And I wrote it down 5 years ago. And then I came back to it, and it was one of the first things I was going to put on the list anyway. Was, yeah, we should do something like that. I think that could be a lot of fun. I think it'd be really nice to be able to Like, because I don't use you know, I don't have TikTok. I don't use Instagram. I don't have what do the young people, I know they use TikTok obviously, but yeah, I don't have any of those things. And so I don't really keep up with memes and stuff like Threads. Yeah, all these social media things, I don't have them. I've only got Blue Sky, and I scarcely actually use that, to be honest. Reminder, I should post when I'm live. That's what I meant to do. Thank you for accidentally reminding me to post that I've gone live. There we go. We'll do that now. Fucking idiot. Wait, where's chat? No, I need chat back. I need chat back. Bring it back. Thank you. The Divine? No, wait, not that. I don't know, man. I could even dig Divine a little bit. But yeah, because I'm too old to keep up with memes and stuff. I never know what anyone thinks is cool. I never know what all the funny shit that's being spread around is. I don't get to discover stuff as much as I used to because I don't use social media really. And I thought it'd just be kind of fun if the community wanted to share something that they're interested in as well. It doesn't even have to be, you know, about video games. It doesn't have to be about something I'm interested in. I just kind of like the idea of people being like, I saw this cool thing. Do you want to see this cool thing? You know? I think there's something really nice about that. You know, because, you know, one of my favorite streams we ever did was when we just randomly started, you know, watching those, the first person, roller coaster videos. It was like one of my favorite streams, even though that's all it was. It was just watching a bunch of videos of roller coasters. It was a ton of fun. And I would like to replicate stuff like that again in the future. I want to, you know, it's obvious that video gaming isn't the only thing I want to do on the channel. I want to do more. You know, I call myself a variety streamer and then I'm like, but it's only about games. And I'm just like, nah, it should be, again, it should be more about the community and what you're interested in. It shouldn't just be about me and what I'm interested in. This place is for you. Mine would just be the I'm at soup sketch. See, I don't even know what that is. You'd have to explain it to me because I wouldn't know. Because I'm stupid and old. I say I'm old. I think we're the same age, aren't we? But I don't keep up with anything. It's always such a puzzle to me. All right, I can't take those. Oh, there's so many though. All right, it's getting cold and it's getting late. We should head back home. I picked up a bit of pine. So at least I've got that to take home with me. But we should head back because it's getting a bit frosty. We can we can have some tea, can't we? There we go. That didn't help with the cold? Really? I thought that's what it was for. Oh, it adds 30% to our max. Shit. Okay, well, we're probably about to die of the cold in that case. Take those. And those. We're getting lucky with all of the fur. Permission to post a link to it. 1 second. Or I think, Hellscypher, if you're still here, you might be able to do !permit and then the username, and it should allow them 60 seconds to post something. If you're not, though, I'll do it in a second. Ah, no, I want that. Thank you. No. Why can't I have that? Is that not the... Oh, it's oak, isn't it? Never mind. We need to get back before we die. Let's go. Quick. So fast. So I get for looking at my phone while I'm out in the cold. All right, hang on. I think this is how it works. Just making sure I spelled your name right. There we go. I'm at soup. Yeah, this is alien to me. 1 second. Oh, it always opens up on my small screen. Come over here. Oh, okay. What?
Hello? Hey, what's up? I need your help. Can you come here? I can't. I'm buying clothes. All right, well, hurry up and come over here. I can't find them. What do you mean you can't find them? I can't find them. There's only soup. What do you mean there's only soup? It means there's only soup. Well, then get out of the soup aisle! All right, you don't have to shout at me. There's more soup. What do you mean there's more soup? There's just more soup. Go into the next aisle. There's still soup. Where are you right now? I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at
I'm at soup.
I mean I'm at soup. What store are you in? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying
It's so
clothes
loud.
in the soup store? Fuck you.
That's it. Yeah, stuff like that. I just want to see stuff like that. Do we want streams that is just me reacting to the stupid shit that you find on the internet? Because I think that would be funny. Because a lot of the time, I won't know what they are. Because I've never seen that. And from what you're saying in chat, this is old. 10 years ago? I've never seen this. I don't know what this is. This is also from the era of YouTube where everything was just too loud. Nobody knew how to use microphones back then. Yes, stuff like that is what I'm trying to think of. I've seen it 10 years ago. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Is I've rarely seen shit like that. So I just think it would be really fun. Right. What was I doing? We need to put everything away. So we got a bunch of pine wood. Wait, is that dropping it? It's not. Okay, it's sending it back. That's okay. That's exactly what I want you to do. We could probably cook up the ant meat because we're about to run out. Is that down here? It is. We haven't met spiders yet. I really want to meet spiders. Try not to laugh, and if you laugh, you have to do 10 squats. Oh my god, that's genius. That's actually a really good idea because I want to get fit. So that's a good shout. We could do that. Right, let's get some food in us. Because we're about to die otherwise. I wanted to start making furniture. I like these new furnitures. What do we need for the bed? We need a bunch of pine planks and some wool. Some wool yarn. Did you say ant meat? I kept saying that like a few days ago. I was saying that all of last week. I kept saying auntie meat. Ant meat. Did you kill auntie? I mean, this will only make sense to anybody who has watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but technically, yes. Yes, I've killed Auntie from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. The spiders are some serious arachnophobia. I do apologize in advance if you have arachnophobia. I do not have arachnophobia mode on because I like spiders. I think spiders are cool, but the mode is there in the settings. I will show you for anyone who doesn't like that. Spiders, yes. Spiders, no. However, I have to have them turned on because I really like spiders. I think spiders are cool. Welcome in, Alexander Karlov. How are you doing? Lovely to have you here. Should we test my tea? Should we see if it's still too hot and tastes like soap? It definitely still tastes like soap, so I think the cap, I didn't wash it out properly. It's definitely still quite hot, but it's manageable now. I can start taking sips of it, which is nice. Right then, let's go and double check the mushrooms. They still haven't grown. Sometimes it really doesn't like the watering animation. It goes a little funky. There we go. Right, so we got food, we got tea. which I guess is ideal for having in the morning because it gives us plus 30 to our max heat, plus 30 to our max stamina. It gives us all our health back, so it's good for healing as well. So it might be worth just keeping hold of it in that case. Because I think these teas takes quite a lot, doesn't it? Yeah, I've only got one of the herbs left, the rare healing paste. So about Megabonk being nominated for Best Indie, go on. Go on. What's the sitch? Are we about to get angry up in this bitch? It's not indie at all. Perhaps the mushrooms would be more inclined to grow if the silly mouse waters the mushrooms and the dirt next to it. Yeah, it would certainly help, wouldn't it? Look, I don't get any say over that. That's just the animations, okay? Don't shoot the messenger, literally. I don't... It just does what it do. So yeah, all the Game Awards nominations. How are we feeling about those now that we've had to think about them for a day? Megabonk was nominated for Best Debut Indie. They have rejected the nomination because it's not their first game. Interesting. Oh, good for them. Good for them keeping it honest. Don't shoot the mouse, Singer. God damn. It was right there. I could have had it. Everyone else is so much smarter than me. I'm not fighting you. You're not worth it. You're not good bug meat. I want the ant bug meat. That's the good bug meat. I don't need any though because we've got 15 of it. It's just their first game under their studio name. That's really cool. I mean, technically that was, I guess, would still count. But it is awesome of them to be like, no. There are other indies out there that deserve this more than I do. This is not the first. It's not my first rodeo. Because it was kind of the same thing with... what was the... Oh, we played it earlier this year. Cocoon? Cocoon was made by some of the original devs that worked on, I want to say, Inside. But it was their first game under their new studio name. And that's what qualified it. Even though obviously it's not their first shipped game, it's their first shipped game under that name. And I'm like, I still feel like that should have counted, but I guess some people don't. I guess the Megabonk dev doesn't think so. So very cool of them to be like, no. There are other ones. Get me out of here. Because obviously you don't get to get a say in it. I did actually see some developers, not some developers. I saw, I want to say it was Giant Bomb, talking about the Expedition 33, you know, at the Grammys, not getting nominated for Best Soundtrack. And they did actually also explain, it's not that you have to be a part of a certain order, but you do have to be selected by somebody. Such as in the case of, you know, Ubisoft selected, you know, their Star Wars game. Sony selected... I can't remember what game it was now, but Sony selected one of the games that was part of the nominees as well. So the reason Expedition 33 isn't in there isn't because of not being part of the Grammy system. It is just because they didn't have an overarching boss that nominated them because they didn't know they had to do that, essentially. So if they had known, chances are they would have gotten in. Helldivers, was it? Yeah, Helldivers, that's right. They would have put Helldivers forward, which is, you know, when we looked at it, it was like, oh, that's an odd one to put there. But, you know, whatever, I guess the soundtrack's good. Right, there's nothing there. I keep getting too cold. We're fucked because I don't have anything to make that better. Is there... Are we close to where Nortusk is? Because that'll be the closest fire. It's through here, isn't it? I'm sure of it. Not specifically through here, but it's around here somewhere. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. That's fine. We have tea for that. Let's get in there. I shouldn't be risking it. I'm still dying. I know. Is he up here? It's been a few days. I don't remember where Nortusk is. I have a feeling I've gone too far. I've strayed too far from God. Alright, I do want to go out there. But I don't have what I need. Right, it is in here, isn't it? No. Fell for that yesterday. Not yesterday, the other day. I know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. This might be it, folks. This might be the first time I die. See. Let's cheat. Oh, I will take that. See, it's just as well I made all that food. It's the only thing that's keeping us alive. Poor mouse is so cold. Look how bad my health is. Get in there. Ugh. It's a wee bit chilly out there today. It's fine. It's all going to plan. What furniture do we want? It was today as well. It was. So cold. Should we see? Hang on. Is the snow still predicted? Soap. I should go and clean that. Is it still saying that I might get snow today? Tomorrow? It is! Between 4 and 7, I might have snow. I'm so excited. I wasn't meant to eat that. Fuck. Never mind. Right, so I do need a stool so we can replace that one. What else do I need? We want to make some wool. Can make me... Oh my god, we have so much fur. Craft it all. Fuck it. Let's go. And then we can make all of the pine. Just craft it all. And then we can do what we want, probably. Ah! Still denied. What am I missing? Oh, I actually needed to keep a couple of them. Oh, that's tricky. It's like, yeah, you're gonna need a bunch of planks, but you need the actual logs as well. Fuck you. I've been robbed. I've been stolen from. I guess we could probably make a bunch more planters as well, although I don't want to run out of granite again. It's saying snow for us on Friday. Mum and I are crossing fingers. We have hairdressers booked. See, we're all getting our hair done. Because my mum's asked me to come and dye her hair this weekend. We have hairdressers booked, and if we have to cancel, they will charge us. They will still charge you? That's nuts. I wouldn't even give them fucking... I wouldn't give them service. I'd be like, I'm never coming here ever again because you charge people when they're not here. When it's not their fault. That's ridiculous. Wouldn't accept that. Let me pick up the thing. Thank you. This one still needs to go. Yeah, we definitely need some more planters in the house so that we can get some more common herbs and everything. Twitch, enough with the Durex ads, please. No, don't you understand? You are of optimal age with which to need these. Please buy them. You must pay attention. Right, what time is it? It's not dark out yet. We might be able to go get some more pine. If I'm quick. If I'm careful. That's what I'm after. I want the pine at the moment so we can make all this furniture. How many ads are you getting, though? How many times do you have to look at that one? A heads up and a reminder for anybody. If you are getting any adverts from Twitch Turbo, by the way, because there was an offer on, I want to say like a week or a week and a half ago, where you can get Twitch Turbo for free. And some places it was for a month, which is crazy, and I'll explain why in a minute. And for some people, it was only 7 days. Mine was only 7 days. I'm saving mine for the optimal week. So the reason 30 days is crazy is A, they never do that anyway, and B, because November to December is prime advert time. It is the time when advertisers actually do come to Twitch, because people stay in their homes more. They're more likely to be sitting down watching streams for longer hours because the days are getting shorter and darker, and so they're going to feel more inclined to, you know, sit in front of a computer all day, let's be real, or on their phone or whatever. And so more ads will get pushed to you more naturally. So giving away Twitch Turbo during the month when you are most likely to actually get a fuckload of ads is crazy. And you should take advantage of it, especially if it's the 30-day one, because it's such a good deal, especially if you watch a ton of streamers. You know, if you're like me and you channel flick a lot, goddamn, what a useful thing to be able to get. Let's take a bunch of these berries while I'm here. Right. So much stuff. And then we'll try and head back before I freeze to death a second time. Although, oh, we just picked up a cookie and we do have a fire here, but I don't want to waste kindling in case I need it for something else. Let's get that pine cone as well. I just watch you. Yeah, if you're only watching like one, maybe two streamers, then just subscribe to those streamers. But if you're like me and you watch like 18 different streamers, Twitch Turbo's a bit more bang for your buck. Obviously, if you want to support the streamer, absolutely subscribe to them as well if you feel so inclined, or find their other ways that you can support them, such as on their Ko-fi page or their Patreons or anything like that, if you happen to use Twitch Turbo and you still want to support them, because those are going to be the best ways to do that anyway. But yeah, I know, like, nobody likes giving Twitch money. It always feels bad when you give Twitch money, because it's like, what am I getting out of this, really? It's just to stop adverts and nothing else. But yeah, if you watch a lot of Twitch and you watch a lot of streamers, Twitch Turbo might be worth it. I know it's a lot because it's like 12 quid, isn't it? It's like, fucking hell, that's more than my Discord costs. That's crazy. And I pay for it on Discord, but that's because I use Discord every day and I use all of the functions, like every single one of them apart from the clipping feature. So it's worth it for me to be spending a tenner every month on it, but you kind of have to weigh it up a bit with Twitch. It's like, is it worth that when I can do the same thing with an ad blocker sometimes, if you're lucky? How much is Twitch Turbo? I think it's $12.99. I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a long time myself because I use ad blockers and because I haven't actually been watching Twitch regularly up until quite recently, where I'm trying to get back into my older streaming habits, where I'm trying to meet new streamers. I'm trying to talk to more people, get ideas from different places, hang out in different communities. I'm trying to get back into the swing of doing stuff like that again, so that I can do things like that. Should we have a look? It should be above chat. Hang on. I can probably look at that over here. Can't look at it on my own channel, can I? Fuck. Go to my channel. Let me have a look at the Twitch Turbo advert. Where is it? Go ad free. Click. So I get 1 month for free at the moment, so I'm going to be clicking that after the stream. So 1 month free trial, then £11.99 per month. Cancel anytime. It gives you ad-free viewing. It extends your broadcast storage. So if you're a streamer, you only get, I think it's like 2 weeks of storage on the back end for your past streams, but it goes up to 60 days. Obviously, you get the chat badge if you care about those. You get different emoticons to change between, which is good for me because I really hate the default one. And custom chat username colors, which if you're smart, and you get the free trial. You change to the color that you want, and then when it runs out, you just leave it alone, and you can stay on your preferred color forever. It's very good. But yeah, I definitely... Fuck, I need to have that go ad free for a month, especially right now as, like I said, we're going into advertising month. So it's a worthwhile punt for the average person. So I'm gonna remind, in fact, I'm gonna give myself a note. Am I doing a frost inside my own house? Stop that. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Twitch Turbo. Can't believe I've got the 30 days. I only had the 7 days a little while ago, so now that I've got a month, I'm going for it. Right, let's go back to my stream manager page so I can keep an eye on things properly. And then we'll carry on with our little mouse adventure. There we go. Right. Oh my god, why is my nose so stuffy? Should we... I think we can keep hold of the snacky, can't we? We'll keep that. What can we do here? So... Oh, did I water? I didn't. Oh my god. I almost forgot. It's nighttime, and I almost forgot to water the mushrooms. There we go. Apparently I have Discord drops turned on in the channel. What's that for? Get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions to Anomalina's channel while they're live in any category. Ends December 2nd. Yeah, but what is it? A few details. What is that? What are you giving people? Oh, and just like Twitch fashion. I don't know if anyone else has been getting this problem on Twitch lately, but when you go to load Twitch pages, it just says like, this aspect is still loading, that kind of thing. It's been really fucky. It's a scam! It might be. But the page isn't even loading right now, so I guess fuck me. I guess I'm not checking that out anytime soon. I'll leave it open to see if it loads in. Right, what did I want? I want the bed. We wanted the nice bed, didn't we? Right, let's have a look. It just loaded up. Sub for 3 bonus months of Discord Nitro. A Twitch sub now unlocks even more benefits. Eligible users... We'll check that in a minute. Get 3 bonus months of Discord Nitro with any new sub purchase before new sub, not continuing sub. So this is to get people who aren't subscribed to subscribe. With a new sub purchase before December 2nd and enjoy custom emotes, HD streaming, and more on Discord. So you get 3 months of Discord Nitro if you subscribe or gift sub to the channel. Is what that looks like. That says how to earn. Purchase 1 subscription, new recurring or gift subscriptions to a participating channel when the streamer is live and streaming within any category. Okay, it's Twitch wide, so there you go. As a heads up for anybody who is not currently subscribed on Twitch, if you want Discord bonuses and you are not currently subscribed, you get a bonus. If you don't care though, don't. Right, what was I doing? Did we make the bed? Did I make the bed? I didn't. Excellent. Get in there. So I want that. I definitely want the little pine stool. I think that's cute. Let's get that table. Oh, we've just run out. That's fine. So I'm gonna pick you up. And did I make the table? I know we didn't make the chair. Excellent. I'm gonna put you there. In fact, I'm gonna swap these around so I can do them all. Alright, not the bed. Got the pine stool. there. And the pine table. I feel like this is smaller than the other one. I'm being ripped off. It's a scam. Right, and you can come back so that we can have my nice little pine bed. Or should we put it... Oh, yeah, we can put it that way. There we go. Should we maybe move you so that you're not like getting next to the bed? Don't move that because it'll be ready. I want this. Hang on, I'm gonna put you there because I want to put that at the foot of the bed. Oh, fuck's sake. So we're gonna put that there. Actually, no. Put it there. Yeah. And I don't want to touch you, but I want to put this one underneath the window when it's ready. But I know if I move them, the plant has to regrow again. And then I was gonna put this like there. There we go. Right. Is it nightfall? It is. So how about we get some sleep? See? I would have ruined it. I wouldn't have had these. Give me those. Now I can move it. Yeah. Looks like a litter box. Maybe it was better the other way around. Hang on. See, I don't normally get into the decorating side of things, but I dig this game so much, man. Like, yeah, that could go right there. So maybe the planter. Because we gotta get more planters anyway so that we can get more of these. So you can go under the window. Yeah. No, I don't want to go back to bed. I mean, I do. Let's put these away. And then get these back in my inventory. Let's get our food. Actually, meal can be swapped with snack, right? Yeah. I need to put this on my Switch's wish list. Don't forget, Winter Burrow is out right now. And it's such a fucking delight. For when I have money. It's such a fucking delight. I'm really enjoying this. No other survival game has successfully, other than maybe Subnautica, has ever really pulled me in the way this has. Alright, let's go get some more pine. Wait, I didn't water the mushrooms. What if they've grown today? I'm so stupid. Because that's what we need for the story. Alright, we're gonna wait. We're gonna keep watering them. Although, we only need 2. How much do I get? 1. I'm gonna take... Oh, you bastard. Okay, we got what we need. So let's make the stew for Auntie. Musling, you're back. Is that Stu? Sherry make Grazer sleepy. Go to bed. From Moss. For me. Yes, for you. One of Moss's own recipes. So they opened their pantry at last. Ah, I am glad. And I know my own sweet friend Moss is so close by. I'm feeling better already. Be sure to thank them for me next time you cross paths. Oh my fucking god. We got the axe that I won. Yeah! Okay. How do I make that? All these. Oh, look how sick it looks as well. Oh, I need... How do I get those? Birchwood. We've only picked up one of these by accident. Because I've got the silk. I've got the flint. So we just need the birchwood. I'm going to track you. So I can keep an eye on that. Okay. Let's see what else she has to say. I can't stop thinking about my old friend Willow. I wonder where they are now. Okay. Let's go and talk to Moss. Let's see what Moss is up to. It's a very satisfying name to say, by the way, in that accent. Moss. I'm gonna have some tea. My mouth is dry again. I'm gonna have to find out what it is about evenings that makes my nose so stuffy. It's got to be something that I do. It only really happens like when the weather starts getting cold, but I don't have a cold, so I know it's not that. Hey, friend. What a day, eh? I fixed up the tent real good. That tent pole isn't going anywhere now. It's tied down all proper. Bed sounds like a good plan. Once I finish work tomorrow, I got to start packing down my office desk. Ooh! All the exciting things are happening for Grazer. But I've been thinking my old Pine Sap hasn't been the easiest to live with. But I do miss them. Seems likely now that something's happened to them, doesn't it? We talked about it being a possibility. I don't know why I'm not doing the accent properly today. But not knowing is a frayed string threatening to unravel the whole sweater. Think you could do me a favour and look one last time? I know you searched high and low already, but there's a chance they went into Shadow Pines. Let me see. I mean, that's where we found their skull, right? Let me see what would it need to make the journey? What about something warm or for tough terrain? Could I knit you something, huh? Doubt it. I haven't touched my needles in ages. Now, I guess I could jog my memory, but you don't have time to wait around for that. Oh, I know. Yeah, these'll do. Take them, please. Little snow boots. This is what I was asking for. Ah, this is so good. I will make the snow boots. You know, a tune can be happy and sad at the same time. There's things you can say in tones you just can't do in words. Not everyone understands that, eh? It takes special ears. Big uns. Just like yours, huh? Pine Sap had their own opinion of my playing. In fact, they preferred silence. Starting to think that Pine Sap might have actually been a controlling partner, and they're better off without them, even though it's sad that they're dead. Thing is, I've been playing with wherever I please and happier doing it. That ain't right, is it? Yes, it is. That's how you're meant to live. And if they come home, they'll be flustered about the state of things. All the jars in the pantry relabeled, tent pole done up without their know-how. Happy and sad, I suppose, is the way. Still, you do keep a lookout. They deserve finding. I don't think that they are. Collect fine woolen hood. Oh, it was... Wait. There is more to find. Oh god, this is gonna be so sad. I want my little snow boots. So I'm gonna go back and see what I need to make the snow boots. It's probably here, right? Oh, look at them! So they give us cold resistance and movement speed plus 15. So we get plus 10, but it gives us the cold resistance as well. So we need some more wool. I've got to use up one of those precious silk yarns as well. Okay. How many did I need for that? 5! Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect amount. Give me my boots. Oh, they're so cute. Ah, look at his little slippies. Oh, I love them. They're little slippies. I keep saying, like, I keep giving them 2 different genders. It's like, there's a pronoun for this. Stupid. Let's sort out the inventory for a second. Let's get rid of all this stuff that we're not going to use again. Right, you go there. I know we used up one of the precious silk that we need for the axe upgrade as well, but I'm sure we'll find our way through. I wonder where it initially wants me to get the silk from, because we haven't come across spiders yet. I thought that was in the next area. But if I need silk to get to the next area, that seems a bit busted. So maybe there's more. Maybe there's more to helping Moss find... Ooh, we'll take that. Pine sap. I'm just making sure there's no more tosh in here. I know that none of this is orderly. Please don't judge me. Because I didn't plan for any of it. It just sort of goes in. Fine woolen hood. I wonder where we can find that. So we're a little more protected against the cold, just a tiny bit. And we're an incy bit faster as well. The urge to backseat. Do you know? Do you know what's coming? Is there a place that I've been walking past this entire time that I need to go to? That's quite likely. No, the inventory. Ah, I see. Yeah, there's no, like, easy way to sort it. Because otherwise I would just, you know, what I normally do in most games. It's just I press the auto sort button and that does like 90% of the job. Is it up? I mean, chances are, yes. So I know... Is it on this map? There's this way through here. So we got these rocks here that'll let me through. But I don't have the right... I don't have the right tool for it yet. They're not strong enough. And then there's some more places that are like that. There's a bunch of them. Like maybe through there as well. No. I don't want to fight you. So I'm going to have to do a lot more digging up because that's where I got the wood that it's asking me to get, and it's also where I got the silk that I've got. So I'm going to have to get lucky with some of it. Right. I assumed this was pine sap. Right? I could be wrong though. It could just be another dead creature. It is quite big. But I have no reason to believe that pine sap is a hedgehog either. So just because moss is doesn't mean that pine sap is. So we're looking around for a woolen hood. I guess kind of like the one that Moss is wearing. Tell you what, we're not going to have an awful lot of luck if I keep almost dying of the cold. Let's have a cookie. I'll take some of the bite out. Nope. Nothing up there. Nothing to the side. Oh, is this Nortusk? Hey, friend.
You could twist your tail or ruin your mittens in the mud, but nothing mends it faster than a kettle with a... Well, howdy, bud. Got time for tea?
Pour me a mug.
Ah, my 4 favorite words. Big mug for a little mouse, coming right up. You know, ever since you started helping me out, I've been feeling more and more like myself, my old self. At least, best I can remember him. Or maybe I feel like someone new. Well, whoever I turned out to be, it feels good. Feels right. Suppose it felt wrong for so long.
We did this one the other day.
I'd forgotten what that feels like. But I suppose I'll forget the bad feelings too, though. Suppose that's just how it works. Look at me, trailing off like a kit without whiskers. Right now, I'm sipping good tea with a fine friend, and that's about all I could ask for. Anywho, I reckon you've got plenty to attend to on account of winter and all. I know I do. Stop in again, friend. I'll keep the kettle on for you.
Yeah, I really liked that exchange because it was so British. I'll put on the kettle for you. It's such a classic staple to friendliness in the UK. Right, up through here was the ants, right? All of the ants. Yeah. But we're looking for a hood. So where could that potentially be? Right, it's not out here. And I'm worried they're gonna hide it in the ground from me. Will you leave me alone? Oh, I wonder if it's maybe up by... Oh my god, we have so many cookies. If it's maybe up by the sled? How do we get to the sled again? It's not on this map, is it? Or is it? Oh my god. What is this? We can make some more furniture! That's wild. Thank you, game. See, you do need to keep looking around places you've been to before because there might actually be something. Alright, that's not it. Alright, is the sled this way? Yes, it is. Oh no, I want that. I want that. Don't really need them. Take that. Oh, wait, there was fur there. Take that. I think it's up this way. I don't need sticks. Yeah, up here. So many biscuits. I thought it was going to be here because this is where I need that upgraded axe. So Moss's stuff isn't here. Pine sap stuff isn't here. But it's probably going to be in one of these hidden dark corners, isn't it? Okay. I thought I could get through that way. I was wrong. It even looks like this could be a route through if I could break this down. What was that? Oh, it was the stick. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Oh my god, it's nighttime. Why am I out here? I'm gonna die. Howdy, handsome. You're looking nice today. What do you mean by that? Why are you saying it sarcastically? I don't appreciate that. What do you mean? Mice today. I read it wrong. I'm a doofus. I take it back. Thank you. I am looking awful nice today, aren't I? My one fucking joke. I'm sorry. I didn't read it properly. I panicked, okay? So ready for people to dunk on me that I'm like, what do you mean by that? Explain yourself. Ooh. No, that's the birch. That's the birch I need. Give me that. I need that. Even though we're dying. Freezing to death. Anyway, how you doing? Aim this part of joke toward audience. It's not me, apparently. Alright, we need to run. We need to get back. I wonder where this is. I wonder where this hood is. What if it's nowhere near any of that? What if it's not in the Pinewood at all? Can we make that axe now? Do I have everything I need for it? It looks like I do. Wrong way. I keep doing this. It's where the leaves are. Stupid. I played some Stalker 2 today. How's it doing since the... Because I know it launched like it was a little futsy, wasn't it? After planting some more winter oats, it was a nice relax, in as relaxing as Stalker can be. Yeah, that's why I was asking. Because like I know when it launched, it was a little fuddy here and there, wasn't it? But you expect that from Stalker, so it's not a huge issue. But yeah, I hope you had a good time in that Stalker way that is fun, which I totally understand, even though I will probably never play that. Alright, so we got the birch I need. I want to keep the tea. We need the food. Okay. Let's make this fucking axe. Now we can probably go and find where Pine Sap really is. Attack damage 10. Excellent. There we go. Got the better axe. Get that in there. Get rid of you. Put you all the way at the bottom because I won't need you ever again. They've been working on it for a while. I should hope so. It released a year ago. They've released another patch to bring it up to 1.7 post-release. New animations, enemy behaviors. That's the thing that I know was a really big problem, is enemy behavior, wasn't it? So good on them for sticking with it. New difficulty settings. Interesting. Did they put this is for baby mode in? Can I play it now? Is it for baby mode now? The answer is no. Absolutely fucking not. This game is not made for you. What was I doing? I was coming back for something. I saw biscuits in my menu. That's what I came back for. There's a stool in here. Get that out of here. We don't want that there. Get it out. I saw the biscuits though. So we want the biscuits. Where'd they go? Oh my god, I have so many of these as well. Is that that's the blue? I have 16. Oh my god, guys, we got the magic number. I got the 69 blueberries. Isn't that crazy? How did I do that? I didn't even try. All right, so I don't ever need to pick up blueberries or elderberries ever again because I have 69 of both of them. 65, sorry for that one. See that? Nice. Right, let's take those. Good. I don't think I'd ever 69 a blueberry. I think it would be a bit of a challenge to do it to just a singular blueberry, wouldn't it? Right. I want the chair. What else did we unlock? So we got a pine cupboard. And a painted pine cupboard. Why would that take jam to make? Compact storage made from split timber and painted with ash and plant dyes. Okay. I think we'll do without that. What is this one? Sanded smooth by capable hands, this desk is more than ready to be of service. Well, we'll get rid of this first. So that I can trade it for this one. Get in the spot, you bastard. There. Did I water these? I didn't. It's almost nighttime and I didn't water them. I'm a bad mushroom mother. I'd have to take up yoga. I discovered earlier that I would have to do the same thing. I cannot bend the way I thought I could anymore because I don't do anything. Just sit on my ass and fuck all day. Right then. So we've done the crafting. I've made the axe. We need to put you back. We're gonna... Why is my health so low? Was I that close to dying? Shit. I didn't even realize. Must have got pretty cold out there at some point. I wish I could go to the bottom of this list so much faster. Now you have me thinking about stalker-like experiences for baby Lena. Yeah, what's like beginner stalker? Like, don't get me... I've played the original Stalker and I did quite like it, but I didn't get very far in it because it's rock hard. What is Stalker Light? Would that just be like Fallout? Something like that, maybe? I'm surprised we don't have to water the planters. Right, let's see what this axe can get us. Because I don't know what else it can knock down. I know this is going to work on the big thorns up in the pines. Fallout is the Yankee Stalker. Yeah, with weird comedy. Yeah. And I've my only real experience with Fallout is when 3 came out, and I thought all the trailers looked really cool. I really loved the what's the lock-on system where you can choose between the different targets for shooting and stuff. I was given very much the impression that it was going to be like a shooty game. VATS, yeah, the VAT system. Like, all the trailers made that shit look fucking awesome. And I played the game, right, when it came out. My ex had it, or my now ex had it. And I started up my own save. I was really enjoying all the stuff at the beginning where you're inside the tunnels, in the bunker, and I thought that was really awesome. And then as soon as I got outside and it was like, go have fun, I was like, oh no. I don't think I like this. And I think I played it for maybe another 10 hours just to keep at it, and I kept just either dying or getting lost or not really knowing what to do, because I don't play games that have that sort of free form way of handling stuff. So I just wasn't used to it, and I deeply disliked the experience because of it. Can I break these? Nope. That's for a pickaxe. It was worth a try. So that didn't go too successfully. I did not enjoy myself. And then, later on, I think I was looking after one of my my brother's friends. I was babysitting, and they wanted me to try Oblivion. They were so excited at the idea of me playing Oblivion, because I used to... Yeah, before I was even streaming, I was like, kids would come and hang out. I was a child as well, don't make it weird. Would come and hang out and watch me play video games when I was younger as well. And it was the same thing, exact same thing in Oblivion, where I started it. I really enjoyed the bit where you're like underground in the what is it, in the prison, just getting through the caves, beating up a goblin here and there, that kind of thing. And then again I got outside. It was Patrick Stewart just pats you on the back, says you are free to leave, or whatever the fuck happens to it. I don't remember. Does he get killed? I literally don't remember. But yeah, I got out and it gave me freedom. It was like, just go have fun. And I immediately lost interest. I was like, no, this was cool. I liked the idea of this. But the actual act of having to make my own fun is always going to be the thing that puts me off of these kinds of games. I just can't handle it. Right, this is going to lead us into the new area I haven't been into. This is what I've been waiting for. So hopefully this will unlock some more stuff for us to do. Pacific Drive is Stalker, but in a car. That's true. I did have my eye on that one. That certainly did seem like one of the cool ones. I don't know, it's a lot more compact a game, isn't it? Because I watched somebody play a little bit of it. I want to say it was Jacksepticeye I watched. It wasn't a lot, but it was a little bit. Because I didn't want to spoil it, because I had intended to play it, and it's another one that I just never got back to, because I'm a twat like that sometimes. Right, I know there was something up there. I just want to make sure I get all the bits to dig up. What's that? Yeah, sure, we could take one of those. The Metro series. Oh, do you know what? I love Metro. I totally forgot about that. That's actually a good shot. Oh, +1 inventory slot. Let's fucking go. Getting everything. Wonderful. That is what I want. I would love more inventory slots. Look at this. We're getting there. The Metro series is a more linear shooter in a Stalker vein. Yeah, I have played Metro games. I used to play that on Dash's account. Because he had those. It draws on the same source material, Red Side Picnic, and Tarkovsky's Stalker film from 1973. Do you know what? I've never actually watched the film. Oh no. Oh, it's here. The thing that we need is here. Oh, I'll take those. I'll take a roasted chanterelle as well, actually, while I'm at it. Why the fuck not? Does that give me heat? That gives me health. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Let's have some. I got the thing, Moss. We found their herd, so maybe they're not dead. In that case, if that's where it is. Is there anything else here? I don't want to walk away if there's like more hidden stuff here. Wait, what did I just pick up? No, we don't need blueberries. We're good. Right, so there is a way through here as well, but we don't have the pickaxe upgrade yet, so we're gonna have to wait on that. And we've already been down to the bottom of the screen, so let's head back. Let's go talk to Moss. You did bring up Escape from Duckov, yes. I didn't check it out in the end, actually. I should have done that. That's on me. I should have done that. Oh, I can't believe they put the light out, the fire out, like as soon as you walk away from it. Let's have a biscuit. There we go. Can you imagine if you were out on a fucking freezing cold day and you just dug into your backpack and you had a cookie and you were warm again? How wild would that be? How would you achieve that? Would it have to be like cinnamon and rum biscuits or something? It would have to be something like that, surely, for it to actually work. Or like straight out the oven, immediately into one of those heat sealed containers, maybe? I feel like that would be the only way it would work. All right, shall we? No, I'm gonna keep going. Drugs, that's a good shout, actually. That is certainly a way to achieve that. Why didn't I think of that? I'm the dumb one, actually. Right, he is not on this screen. He's on the next one, though, isn't he? There's also Zero Sievert, which is Pixely Tarkov Stalker. I remember taking a look at that one, actually. Maybe I should double back to that one, because that, you know, when something catches my eye, that's usually a good sign that I might be interested in it. Vascular dilation is dangerous in cold conditions, though. I'm aware. I know it can make things worse. You're not actually colder. You're not actually warmer. You just feel warmer because of your crappy thin veins. Core temperature would drop like a stone. Exactly. It's super dangerous. Do not use alcohol if you can absolutely avoid it. If you're out in the cold, it'll make things worse. You always show up at the right time. How'd you do that? Oh, you found something. I did. This hood was out in the snow. That certainly is their hood. I made it for them first time we came north together. They said leather was warmer, but then they never went tracking without it. Oh my god, we can get new gear already? You've discovered something new. Pine sap was like that. Never could say thank you right away. Ah well, something for us to talk about when we see each other again, eh? It's time to find pine sap. What do you mean? What do you mean what happened to pine sap? Up and down the White Fox ran, all blended with snow. I'm writing a new song. Just something to pass the time. But now that I think about it, the best place to look is anywhere with tufts of fox fur. Then you'd be following in pine sap's paw prints for sure. But we haven't seen any white fox hair since the start. That's worrying. Are we going to start seeing more? Am I going to have to pick up white fox hair again? I found this mouse-sized AK. I think I can survive the mutants now. That would be really fun. I hope there's a nice toasty fire on that guy's back end. In the tent, it's just a mess. It's just a mess in the tent. Bless his heart. He's trying his best and his best is not great. Right, what have we got? I don't need to eat. We probably don't need to keep all the tea on us, do we? So I've got blue tea, which gives you movement speed, as does the Rowan tea, but Rowan tea is 2 hours and blue tea is 1. So let's put the Rowan tea away. And we'll keep the blue tea. We don't need to eat. It's getting to the evening. Should we talk to Auntie, see what she has to say? No, she's still thinking about Willow. I'll have to let Willow know that this mouse is absolutely obsessed with him. What are these clothes? They are more cold resistant as well. Oh, this is the spider stuff. We got the spider stuff. Luxurious silk pants that drape beautifully. How does silk give you plus 15 cold resistance? That's silly. That's not true. A fine silk sweater that wears cool and looks chic. It does look pretty chic. I want the hat so bad. A delicate double-lined silk chapeau. All right, so we need to be getting into a new area in that case. I wonder where that would be. I wonder what else we can chop down with this amazing axe. It's only evening. We can maybe... I want to go and double check near where Bufo is. Because we haven't been back there for a little bit. We haven't been there today. I want to see if there's anything there that I was able to chop with the axe or if it is all pickaxe related. Very quickly. We're better protected from the cold anyway. Because I kept feeling like I can move these, but I don't know. Can I chop them? No. Okay. Ooh, it's awful frosty out here today, though. We still can't get there again because of the pickaxe. Can get some oak, though, so I should probably pick that up. Because this is granite, I think. Or flint, maybe. Maybe that's granite and that's flint. So we still can't get through until we upgrade those anyway. Can I get in through here? I can't. So that's a no. Take a couple of those while I'm there. Don't need to fight you. Yeah, I know. It gets cold very quickly out here. Oh, we haven't been through here in a while. I've forgotten where everything is. Alright, we're safe. We're in Bufo's home. Hey, Bufo, do you have anything new to say? Well, oh, wait, what was his voice? Well, no. It was kind of like mine, wasn't it? It was like a Cornish accent, wasn't it? Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I heard you've been rebuilding another burrow. You best have done a good job, kid. That's me reputation on the line, that is. Although, reckon I've got not been doing much to help that myself, the way I've been behaving lately. Leaving me own spawn out in the frost. It's cold, that. In more ways than one. Still, dwelling on it all won't get the branch off me house now, will it? Nah, I need a good stone axe for that. Luckily, I know just the mouse for the job. Now you're such an expert burrow builder. It'll be no trouble for you to get hold of a stone and some twigs for us, will it? Ta, kid. What do you mean I have to bring you some basic shit for the axe? I could just give you an axe. I have 4 of them. Okay. Well, at least we have another quest. I'm glad there's something more to do with Bufo, because I did feel like it sort of left off a bit weirdly. Okay. So we need 2 pebbles, and 5 twigs. You got it, boss. I'll bring those back tomorrow because I've got 5,000 pebbles. I can probably pick up a bunch of twigs on my way back. Like, here's 2. See? Immediately. 2. Done. You as well? No. Don't need to fight you. Are there any pebbles around here? Well, I know there's rocks. Yeah. Should we see if we can get them from there? I know it's getting cold. But if I can do this in the same day, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's go straight back. I'll eat a cookie. We'll be fine. In my little boot is... There we go. We're fine. Good to see you. And look! You bought us a stone axe. Beautiful stuff. Got the new pickaxe unlock. Okay. That's what I'm after. I'll be honest. When I heard your paws rustling in the leaves, I thought it might be. My little toddler's been missing for so long. I'm not half worried about him. Weather's getting worse and I don't even know if they're... Well, something bear thinking about. Truth is, when I say I'm an old toad, I'm not messing, kid. I wouldn't make it out there in the woods searching. But ye would. You've got your explorer's blood, you know? And if you found our pollywog, well, maybe then I could make things right. It was easy to see that Bufo was worried about Pollywog. And that they regretted the falling out, even if they didn't know how to say it. Bufo was realizing that there was no use in pride without something to be proud of. Aw. Would you do that for us, Mouseling? Please. Of course I will. You shouldn't be without your little kiddo. How's tricks, kids? Any news for us? No, sorry. I'm gonna go and sleep on it, and I'm gonna make that pickaxe, and we're gonna find your kid. Oh god, I hope it's like a little tadpole with big legs. Because that's what froglings look like. They just like... They still kind of look like a tadpole, but they got big fuck off back legs because it's the first thing that develops. It's so cool. I would love that, but it's probably just going to be a little froglet. I'll pick those up. They've been here for the whole game. Alright, so we need to find out what happened to Pine Sap, and now we need to find out what happened to Pollywog. Let's get rid of those. How are we doing? Good. Was there anything else? I could make the other backpack, couldn't I? It's got the exact same inventory slots, but I do want to see what it looks like. The Gatherer's backpack. Made with sturdy materials, extra loops, and wool-padded straps for a comfortable fit. That's a real traveler's backpack. Oh, it's an equipable, isn't it? There we go. Look at that. Such a big backpack. Oh, that did give us more space. I could have had more inventory space this whole time, but it says it has the same amount. Hang on. gives 4 inventory slots, gives 4 inventory slots, but it just gave us more. That's a mistake. God damn it. We've been struggling this whole time. Never having enough room. I thought it was just for fashion, but it's not. It's genuinely better. I'm going to give the feedback to the devs and be like, you're incorrect. You made a mistake. This is a lie. I love your game, though, by the way. Please don't hurt me. I can't stop thinking. No, we know you can't stop thinking about Willow. I'm sorry. We also didn't water these mushrooms. I don't know if these actually get any bigger, but I'm going to keep going just to find out. Because we don't need them right now, so it's not imperative that I grow them. Oh, let's see what we need for the pickaxe. The granite pickaxe. We already have everything. Is that the right one? I feel weird about it. Attack damage 8. Attack damage 6. Okay, it is the right one. I don't want to fuck it up and like lose a bunch of like stuff. So let's make that ready for tomorrow. Advanced tool used to break stones and ice. Oh, I haven't come up against any ice yet. Not like that anyway. Okay. Get all the way down here. Oh, it's so misty. I will take that. Oh, I guess I'll take the shorts that I keep putting on the floor as well. I'll take that. Cute. Probably should make some more storage. A different storage. Come on. Right. Let's get you to bed. Are they the mayor's short shorts? I don't know, are they? What is the mayor's short shorts? You're all stumping me with references that I don't understand today. Right. So we got find Pollywog, and it's time to find Pine Sap. And now we have some tools to get it done, which is amazing. Let's have a snack. So now we've got to think of all the places that I know that we can go to that have the stones. So with the pickaxe up here to start with, from the very little I played, I believe the mayor left his pants somewhere and you are tasked with getting them back. From the very little you played of what? Right. This. Yeah! Oh! Finally! In Stardew. Oh. Oh, I vaguely recall this. Yes. You might be right. Right, can I... So I can break this. This, I think, is what's giving me granite. I assume it's granite. But it's not enough to take down the flint. So that's something. And yes, it is granite. Cool. That means we can do the mushroom stairs finally as well. So we've got this area, which will be new. Or at least a shortcut. I think it's a shortcut, personally. I think this is going to take us into the pines. Sorry, I'm EP. I understand. It's getting late. You are excused. Right, where did this bring me? Yeah, this is the shortcut I thought it was. Okay. Still not going to protect me from the cold, though. So let's get around. Let's get our bearings. So, not through here. I think I'm going the wrong way if I'm looking for... Excuse me, ants. I need my things. Right, no. Let's go this way. And then up. I think. And then this way. Move. Thank you. And then this is, yeah, this is where Nordtusk is. Fantastic. So we can get warm again. So from here, we can sit this way. This is where I start getting sort of like confused about where every single map goes to, but I can figure it out when I'm like halfway through it sometimes. So this will take us back to where we found Pine Sap's hood. Which might have different things here now. I'm hoping it will have the fox fur that they're talking about to give me a lead. But it doesn't look like it, does it? Ah, can we get through? Oh, we can't get through this yet, can we? No. Okay, that's the next pickaxe upgrade. Okay, that's worth thinking of. Which might be what we need to do. We might need to help Bufo before we can do this. Which is perfectly fine by me. Let me out. Okay. So we need to go back down to where Bufo lives. Carry on looking for Polywog. Oh my god, do you ever get like a twinge of pain? Like you're not doing anything different to what you've been doing for the last hour, but suddenly your bones are like, I'm gonna make you hurt. My hip is doing that to me right now. Excuse me? My Sims was on PSN? Oh, really? I kind of love this game. What a great pull to have on... Yeah. On my... Yeah. My Sims is one of those ones I never got into, but I was very tempted to, you know, allegedly pirate it on my Switch 1 just to see what it was like. And I never did in the end. I know I downloaded it, but I don't think I actually booted it up. Which is very silly. Because I was looking for something that was just like, you know, cute and non-committal. No, this isn't the way at all. How did I get in? I've forgotten. It's not here. That's the place I'm stuck. There's another one somewhere. But it's not here, and I'm getting colder, and it's more dangerous than ever. So I'm going to eat a cookie to keep me alive. 40 euros. Yeah, it is one of them. It's an EA game. Come on. I will wishlist it. I love that bargaining gamers do with themselves. They're all like, oh yeah, this thing. Oh, not at that price. I think I got it on the Wii. That sounds right. I know there was some on the DS. Yeah, Karlov had it on the DS. Yeah, that's what I remember it from. Right, no, let's get in the house to go and warm up for a second. There's probably some stuff around here that we could pickaxe that we haven't looked at in a long time. We got so much granite now. We can do that. We can do the stairs. Let's put you away.
Let's check on Haru.
She's there! You got her today! Well done! Alright, we can repair the stairs. So now we can get down into our mushroom garden. Excellent. Auntie's gonna have so much fun with this now that we've got the garden going. Alright, you wait until we start actually making a billion spores. It's cool that they've given it like an echo in here. I love that. That's really good. Alright, let's get these mushrooms out of my inventory. Do you have anything to say about that now it's fixed? Nope. Never mind. Let's go out. Oh, we should probably have something to eat, shouldn't we? There we go. Let's go back to where Bufo is from. And take a gander at the... I might be pushing it. Because it's getting dark soon. I was just thinking, like... that I know there's a place... on this map to go and look at, but it's gonna get dark real soon, which means it's gonna get real fucking frosty very quickly. So we might not have enough time for it. Yeah, I feel like I'm pushing it a little. Let's do it anyway. Let's just do it. Who's gonna stop me? You? Nuh-uh. I will do whatever the fuck I like. Alright, so there's a flint there. Yeah. Here we go. This was the new area I was thinking of. It gets really frosty in here. Oh, so much granite. Let's go. New location. Is this where we're going to find the spiders? Oh, it's getting real frosty. Okay. Got the normal bugs. Oh, I'll take a couple of those. Thank you. A bunch of wood. Oh, let's see if that's a new inventory slot. Oh, I've just spotted the dead mouse. Oh, and I don't have any of the stone with me. Well, we'll bring that back for tomorrow. Ooh, what a lovely oak chest. That's beautiful. It's not quite what I was after, but it's fine. Right. So now we know we can go through here. This is a place that I can come and have a look at in the morn. But we're going to need to get back because, yeah, my frost meter is all the way down. My warmth meter, sorry. So let's go. Let's get home as fast as we can. In fact, we'll have... Did I not bring the cookies? We'll have the tea then. What a twisty, windy map this one is. Wait, is this a shortcut? Sure isn't. God damn it. Alright, well. Now I know. Did I honestly eat the cookies? I fucking did as well. I must have put them in my... Oh, no, we used them for the stairs, didn't we? That's what it was. It was the stairs. They foiled me. God damn it. Let's get away before we die. Okay. We're safe. So no, we needed the rock, didn't we? Was there any... Surely I have more. Yeah, there's 20 here. So we can take that for the grave. Put you away. We had another tea in here, didn't we? We can take that. That'll keep us warm. What about the biscuits? Did I store those away? We have so much random food. Yeah. 9 of these. Yeah, I think we're all right for biscuits. We'll take those. I think that'll keep us toasty for a while. Okay. Shall we... Keep forgetting I can make my own campfire kits as well. So why don't we do that? How do I make rope? I'll take at least one campfire kit. Because I haven't got any grass because we haven't been picking that up for a while. Okay. Stop freezing to death. I'm just in a menu. Calm down. Right, now that I know we can pick up granite easily, I would like to get some more planter boxes sorted as well. There we go, the oak storage drawers. I like the pine though. I think the pine is rustic. I think it looks cool. Right, what do I need for you? A lot more pine. Because I need the planks and the pine wood. So we'll craft all of those. Still not enough. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Swap this one. Get you out. Put you in. Oh my god, look at the size of that chest! That's way bigger than I thought it was. Maybe you shouldn't be at the foot of the bed anymore. Won't go there because the planter's in the way. Shit. Both of the planters are in the way. Fuck me. I guess you're just staying there for now. God damn it. That's fine. I'm gonna put the biscuits down here. Food there. Then yeah, these two can go away. And you can go at the bottom. I don't want to see you anymore. All the way. There we go. Right. No, I thought we had like 20 rocks. Why can't I have... Can I only hold 10? Hang on. Where are they? There's 10 there. Where's the rest of them? Did I use them all up? I probably did, didn't I? Fuck. We're gonna have to go and get a bunch of those then. Right. Bedtime. Sleep till morning. Right, it's 10:30. Probably got another day or two in us. While we get things moving. Oh, it's so nice having a cup of tea that's still hot. Towards the end of the stream. I'm gonna have to get a few more of these. Some more heat decanters. Could have sworn we had more than that. for the winter, because, like, don't get me wrong, I got more than enough mugs to be getting on with, but it's nice to have something that just stays warm. I do have one of those I do have one of those USB mug warmer things, but I don't want to be adding more USBs to my poor PC. It's like some fucked up Frankenstein monster these days with the amount of shit I have to plug into it. So I'd love to avoid that if I can. Right. Did we took up all the stone around here, didn't we? Aha! Normal pebbles! Yeah, fuck off. Oh, and there's a way through here as well. But not yet! That's good to remember. The way you said, where is the rest of them, reminded me of a funny clip. Was Guargura and Takanashi Kiara. Hang on, let me walk in the correct direction. From Hololive. Kiara is from Austria and was talking about the school test. School test point system. Kiara, and the point system in Austria is 1 to 6. Gura, 1, 2, 6. Where's the rest of them? Mass confusion happened afterwards. Understandably, but very charming. Definitely the kind of thing that I would have also said. It's like, where's the rest of the numbers? That's not enough of them. Bless them. They're so funny. They're so funny. Right, let me have a look around in here. Because I know there's more to this area. Oh, there's meat here that I never picked up. Should we get rid of that? Along with some tea. Just want to see if there's a different area. Plenty of flint here. But no, it looks like this is a closed off area. It's so frosty. Okay. Why are you getting cold so quickly? Chill. Like, don't chill? That's not what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Shut the fuck up. Don't judge me. Alright. That is all the pebbles that I wanted. I'll take some oak while I'm here as well. Where was it that we were trying to go? It was up here, wasn't it? I will set up a kit, I think, on the next screen. The camping kit I have. Just because this is a tricksy place for getting cold. Well, we'll have a look around first. Oh, I don't need those. Right, let's sort out this poor mouse. Build him a little grave. A cairn used by Northlanders to honor those who are gone. Poor little mouse. Right. Let's get this. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it here. We're just gonna get warm. Oh, look at that temptation. Look, I can go... There's more places to go if I can get a stronger pickaxe, but not right now. God damn it. Alright, Acorn, you come down here. What's this backpack? So we've got some flint. Advanced kindling. Flint and birch bark make striking a fire a simple task and it will last longer. Oh, we'll take that. We need all that. You can't be blocking me off like that, thank you. No, bugs. Stop it. I didn't ask for this. Oh, look, there is just a way to walk through, though. I'm so stupid. Could have just gone straight in. All right, well, let's do that again. Ooh. Ooh, sneaky. 2 inventory slots. Oh, this was worth it. Oh, we're so close. So close to a whole bag. Love that. Hello! I think you're who we're after. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly get all these oak logs, though. He is a little froglet. If he's who I think he is. It is!
Hiya. Is there something I can do for you?
Are you Pollywog? I think Bufo might be worried about you.
Worried?
About me?
Are we talking
About the same toad. I keep falling into Scottish now because 2 of them are Scottish. About.
Are we talking about the same toad? Oh, I get it. Pollywog's failed again. Pollywog will come crawling back. I tried and I'm struggling, so now they think they can lord it over me forever.
No, I don't think...
I'm sorry. I'm sure you're very well-meaning. But why would I care what you think? You don't know me. You don't know how Bufo treats me. You don't know what it's like to have every conversation be a battle you have to lose if you want to survive. I do appreciate you checking in. Come by whenever. Fire's always warm, and I won't lie, I need the company. But please don't be reporting back to Bufo.
Report to Bufo, question mark. I'm gonna snitch on you to your dad.
Hiya, mate. It's been good to see you. Budge in, come on, get warm. I'd offer you a drink, but if I had one, I'd be lining my own belly by now. It's not going great, but at least it's my own decision. Strange how peaceful, quiet failures can be when your success has never been good enough. I do love them, you know, Bufo. I just wish they knew how to love me.
Fuck, I feel that. Oh, God. Am I going to be taking all of this to my therapist and be like, you know, Pollywog understands me. All right, okay. I mean, we're going to go and tell Bufo because the story dictates it. And I think that you'll be better off not out here with your little fire in the middle of nowhere. I want you to be safe. I'm not saying you don't know better, but being alone is a terrible thing when you don't have to be. Especially when we know that Bufo is truly sorry. And I'm not saying that you should, like, forgive somebody who has mistreated you. Because that's a terrible message to spread. But I think he understands that he made a huge mistake. Alright, how the fuck do I get there again? It's so far. No, stop attacking me. I'm just trying to get through. Oh. You alright, kid? Mind the mess, eh? I've been working away at this old tree branch. Ever since we moved it, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and then I realised. It's exactly what Pollywog was talking about. A wooden gnome. I will shower and then head to bed. Thanks for the fun stream. Have a great evening. I will. Thank you for hanging out with me today, Pete. It was lovely to see you. I hope you get Hope you have something about nighttime showers. It's so like cozy, isn't it? So I hope you have a good sleep. I will be finishing pretty soon anyway. I think, yeah, we're at 10:30 and we're getting to another story beat. Let's see how this plays out. See how far we can get. It's exactly what Pollywog was talking about. A wooden gnome. Structurally sound too, you know. Big, solid piece of wood like that. Thought I might have a go at carving it out. Build the home me tadpole asked for. It's cozy but cold. Oh no. But once I'm under the blanket, that's true. That is worth it. Yeah, get in the coat. Oh, yeah, I have the heated blankets, so I'm going to put those on before I go to bed. Not the one I thought they should have. I'm not blind to it, you know. I look around and I can see these connections other elders have with their young. These kids that want to be near them, talk about anything, everything. I wish I had that with our Pollywog. But I don't know how. Maybe this work is the way. I just hope I've not left it too late. Flies alive, I'm exhausted. Here, kid. If it's not too much for you, do you reckon you can make us some pies? Get me strength back up to finish this. I'll give you the recipe in case the mood strikes you. I'd do it myself, but between you and me, I could overcook a raindrop. That's a good phrase. Pollywog was always the chef round here. Real knack for pastry crust, that one. Bake some pies. A blackberry pie and a rowanberry pie. Oh. Rowanberry. We haven't had... I've picked one up by accident. So there must be another location that I can get something like that, because I haven't seen those anywhere that I'm aware of. So I guess we're gonna be walking around, in which case, I mean, what time of day is it? It's early. It's early in the game. Well, we can have a look around the burrow. We can have a look to see if there's more places to pickaxe to get through. Oh, actually, saying that, it's almost evening time in game, so we can still have a quick look around. Get in the warm. Drop everything off. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. I don't know how to craft this yet. Let's keep that safe. Right. Oh, did I get rid of my snacks? I did. Give me that. I need that. And then the tea. Plenty of tea. There we go. Alright, let's go have a quick venture out. Let's go for some zoomies. Alright, so there were some rocks up here that I can still get pebbles from, and I know there was something blocking off here. It looks like that doesn't lead to anything. Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing here. Let's take these while I'm here. I haven't picked up a few of those in a while. Getting so much fur now that it's like less required. We had the area full of bugs here, so it was good for food collection at the start of the game. Nothing there. No, it's looking like... It's looking like maybe we did discover everything in this location. Obviously do the rounds anyway. Now, what about you? Nope. I I know, it's awful cold. Oh, wait. Let's have a snack. Alright, let's pick all this up. What have we got here? Crafting unlocked. The thing that we just picked up. Okay, the advanced kit. So we can... How do I tell it which one to use, though? It just says add Kindle. That takes my smaller one. Okay. Well, that's still something. That's something we can come back to, at least. All right, so we got a new location. Oh, that's looking spooky. Maybe we can save that for next time. There's some fur on this rock as well. Okay, should we take a gander? Just before it turns to nightfall. Alright. Birch trees! Okay, this is definitely a new location, so maybe this is where we can get the rowan berries. I can see them. Okay. Right, we'll save this all for Thursday then. Let's just grab a bunch of them. Oh my gosh. I said this was it. Stop! Alright, what's in this? Silk thread. Okay. Oh, not enough for the cookie. We can have the rowan tea. Take the cookie. Actually, as I'm right next to some more birch here. Okay, yeah, this is exciting. This means that there's a new place that we can come and take a look at. On Thursday, because I think this would be a perfect time to be wrapping it up. We can start making the pie for Butho. Don't go that way. That's not going to help you get out of here. Where's the way out? There it is. All my feety prints have already gone away. It's not even snowing that hard. Get me out of here. Where the fuck am I? Ah. I've gone too far. There it is. That frost really gets you. Really throws you off. So much stuff. Okay, so if we can start making advanced kindling, I'm kind of okay to put the basic kindling away. Oh no, I wanted the teas. What am I doing? Idiot. I want that. Leave that there. I want that. That's right, isn't it? Put them all. I want you there. You there. Is there anything else in there that I needed? I accidentally moved over. I mean, the cookie is good, but I've got a bunch of them. Okay. Let's get a little warm. Let's see what we need for those pies. We haven't been making any. So what did he want? He wants a blackberry and a rowan berry pie, which I think the rowan berry must be the new one. So I need 3 cookies, a bunch of jam, and I got the berries for it, so we can do that. And then what was it? Was it blackberry? We need a cookie sandwich for that one. Okay. Perfect. Once again, watering the the mushrooms. Even though I'm not sure if they get any bigger. Yum yum. Welcome in, Mary. You're catching at us at just the wrong time because I'm about to finish up. Alright, I just want to double check. Still yum yum. It is. They do look delicious. I don't know if rowan berry is good for people to eat, but I would like a blackberry pie. No, I want a blueberry pie. I love blueberry so much. So I'm all out of pine to make the pine cupboard that I wanted. That's on me. We're going to have to go and pick some up at some point. Okay, and I can start making planters now that we know we can get granite. I think that's everything, though, out of the stuff that we can build. So I do want to get these. So we're gonna... it looks like we're going to be coming up against some spiders soon, so we should be getting some silk so we can start building the new knitting the new clothes. Fantastic. So let's call it there. Let's sleep till morning. And we'll leave that as is. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it. And let's head back over here, shall we? Wonderful. Oh, one of the best songs on my radio as well. Fantastic. Right, let's bring chat up over here. So, thank you everybody for coming to hang out with me while we spoke a little bit about AI use in video games earlier. Laughed at the dude from Crafton who used ChatGPT to try and figure out how he could save spending money on people. Idiot. I'm playing some more Winterboro. So once again, I know you've been getting messages throughout the chat, but thank you again to Future Friends Games for sending a key over my way. I'm really enjoying this game. Don't forget that it is out on Switch. It is out on Xbox with Game Pass as well. And it is on PC, on Steam, and the Windows Store too. I'm not sure if it's on Game Pass on Windows, so don't quote me on that one. Sadly not on PlayStation currently, but if it is something that you want to keep your eye on, there are plenty of wish lists that you can put it on otherwise. I completely lost my train of thought immediately after finishing that spiel. If you want to wish list it yourself, don't forget you can head over to the Winterboro. Why did you post it twice? You've done it again. I told you not to do that. Whatever. It's just gonna be like that today. Apparently I have a notification on YouTube as well, which is really weird. I'm pretty sure I don't actually. Don't lie to me. Fuck's sake. Hey, Rob! I'm literally just about to leave. Your bot always seems to act up when I get here. It's you. You're the problem. We know it. It's categorically the issue. Yeah, I'm going to be heading off. We're just finishing up, but I do appreciate you sticking your head through the door either way. What was I going to say? So, the rest of the plans for this week are Thursday, we'll be doing more Winterboro, so we can find out more about how to help out Bufo on Thursday. And then on Friday, we're doing a video games news chat. So anything that you want to talk about to do with the video game news, save it for Friday so that we can have a big, just long 3 hours discussion about anything to do that happened in the video game world this week. I will be trying to take some notes as well from my podcasts if you want to join in with that. That'd be really good. It'll just be a simple just chatting, nice and chill. Nice and chill way to finish the Friday. As for the new schedule, I don't know exactly when I'm going to start it. I feel like I need somebody to tell me when to start it so that I have a deadline, so that I'm forced to do it. Because otherwise I'm going to keep getting up at 11 and go, well, this is too late. You know? So I might need to put something down on paper to be like, this is when you're doing it. I will try and spend some of tomorrow starting the Monday next week. See, Monday is meant to be one of my... No, is that one of the stream days I've picked? Yeah, so I'm meant to be changing to Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday is what I'm meant to be changing to, because I prefer streaming on Sundays. It's just really nice. So yeah, maybe I should just get started on something and just be like, I'll roll out of bed when I feel like it and we can figure out what the routine is afterwards. But I will try and spend some time tomorrow doing the schedule thing. Like maybe I'll even sit in the Discord so that you can all keep an eye on me and be like, hey, are you doing it? I'll be like, look, proof or something. It might be really helpful for me to do that. It's because otherwise I'm going to stay in bed because it's too fucking cold. So yeah, anyway, normal streams are still from 7:30 p.m. GMT. It is GMT now. It's fucking cold, guys. Do you know what? We did a raid yesterday and my eyes are itchy and my nose is stuffy, so I would like to actually just go to bed. So we're not going to do a raid today. We're just going to have a nice simple way to end everything. It is chilly. It's meant to snow where I am overnight, so we'll see what it's like tomorrow. Go sleep, look after yourself. That's what my plan is. So thank you to everybody who came to hang out with me and came to chat with me about video games and Winterborough and just chill in our relaxing survival game. It's really weird to say those words next to each other, the relaxing survival game, but it's somehow managing it very well. I'm trying to think if there was something else that I needed to plug. I'm not sure how long Winterborough has, but I am thinking about doing Wonder Stop as well, potentially, for our next follow-up indie game, because I bought that, like, in February, and we still haven't played it. So, so just a heads up, Ready for Winterborough is probably finishing potentially next week. I don't know how much there is left in it, because I thought this was going to be, like, a 2-stream thing, and it was going to be done, because they said in the email that it was about 10 hours long, and I'm like, you're a liar. You're a liar, but I appreciate it anyway. So the normal plugs are, if you're not already part of the Discord and you have been enjoying lurking and you're not already part of the Discord, that is the best place to come and hang out with us when we are offline. It is where the Void congregates to play Monster Hunter, watch Critical Role, occasionally watch movies here and there. We're going to be starting up the Christmas movie plan soon, so get your votes in when I put them up. Or just tell me what you want to watch this year. Maybe we missed something last year. We always watch Die Hard, and we always watch what's it called? Home Alone. Those are the two that are the must-haves, but other things are up for grabs. So I might put on Klaus this year because I really like that movie. So keep an eye on that again in the Discord. Other things to keep an eye on are just my links. Just head to my link tree. It'll send you to all the other places I hang out. It'll be the Discord, the YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky are all the best places to find things. And obviously, the final thing is, if you would like to support me outside of the Twitch system, I have a Ko-fi page which sometimes actually posts in chat and occasionally doesn't, and it's really annoying, but it's okay because you can find that on my link tree anyway. So it is a way to support me outside the Twitch system. I am currently saving up to help me spread the cost of the 3 games that are coming out in March next year. I have a little bit of funding towards them, but anything that you're able to put towards them, even if it's only like £1, it's still £1 more than I had, and it will make things a lot easier as I'm currently unemployed and my only income really is disability and streams. And it doesn't cover everything. So I would very much appreciate it. I might even put it up as a goal in the channel at some point, but for the time being, it's just there. If you happen to have a quid or two that you wouldn't mind chucking my way. And then finally, I always get this bit like wrong. It takes me ages to change the scene. And finally, thank you to, talking of Ko-fi, Printy Stuff and Yo Cactus for supporting me every month. You're very much appreciated, as are all these people that came to hang out with us in chat today. Shout out to the mods and also to our chatters who kept me company. I'm always really bad at this. And thank you to Winterheart. Was it Winterheart that raided today, or did you? No, you were just here, weren't you? You were just here. There was no raid today, was there? No, there wasn't. I had to double check. I always get these wrong because I look at notifications and I don't check when they came in. It was still nice to have you here, Winterheart. You were just being you, exactly. So thank you everyone for being here and hanging out with me. I will catch you on Thursday. I'm going to take a break tomorrow and stay bundled up in the warm because it's fucking freezing. Have a good night, everybody. Love you being here. Take care of yourselves and good night.